Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Infinite Horizon. It is our last fourth episode ever.
Ever.
Come
That's
on,
what you
Caitlin.
think.
You can't honestly tell me that you didn't expect it.
I will not join in this party.
Next episode is going to be episode 4, part 2.
Yeah, exactly. We're going
Or is
back,
this episode 3, part 2?
We're going back to the D&DR days of like numbering them in very strange like like chapter 3, part 4, and it's like we're not doing that. We're not doing that anymore. Anyway, hi everybody. Tonight we have an episode for you.
Boy, do we have an episode.
Before we do that, we have some announcements and reminders. First, we'll start with some reminders. First of all, Republic City Rumble started this week. This past Saturday, our actual play collaboration between us and Q Times, our Avatar Legends actual play centering around a pro-bending team. I unfortunately was on another stream during that time, so I didn't get to see the first episode, but I am like making my way through it. Haven't finished it yet, but
I love it.
It's amazing.
And
like the cast are incredible.
Yeah, I watched the first hour today. I'm excited to finish it.
Yeah.
I hate Liv's character, but also love Liv's character.
I love Liv's character.
Yes.
Liv's character right now is my favorite.
It was one of my favorite parts of the production was like listening to Liv tell me what their character was going to be like, and I was like, yes. I hate it. I love it. Let's go. Anyway, y'all should watch it. It's very good. Follow player Remy on Twitter.
Yeah, it's when they were like I'm Remy post on Twitter. I was like, I wish I watched this live because I'd just be blasting that chat with Remy's Twitter.
I know. See, the real win is when we get Remy to start doing it for himself. And then just because that's how we trick people into promoting themselves, right? We make
a meme, but like, hey, it's Mimi. You want to do a meme as well?
Hey, hi Remy.
Smart.
Hi Remy.
It's all a long con.
Pretend you didn't hear this. All right. So anyway, yeah, go check that out. It's very fun. The next episode will be this Saturday, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Pacific time over on Q Times. And then it'll be me the next couple of Saturdays after that. So right here. It'll be very fun. I'm so excited. I don't remember if there's more reminders. So I'm going to drop all pretenses of doing this in any organized fashion. I'm just going to tell you what comes to my brain as it comes in. I don't think we have any other announcements as far as programming stuff goes. It's pretty much a standard schedule this week. But I will say a few things. Number one, first of all, y'all may or may not have noticed at this point that over the course of the last week or so, profile images and banners have been changing gradually around. So this is me once again shouting out Megan Murphy, Murphy Pop Art, she did some incredible work. Was super easy to work with, so much fun to like just sort of collaborate with on this stuff. It was very good. So y'all should follow Megan. I've already forgotten her Twitter handle. It was like right there and then it was gone. This is why you're supposed to write things down, I think. Thank you, Caitlin. But yeah. Oh, John's got it. John's got it. Thank you, John. Yeah, go follow Megan. And hire Megan. It's just, just good work.
For those listening in podcast form, it is Kawaii Not on Twitter. KAWAINOT.
Yeah.
They're also great role players. Ton of fun playing with them.
Yeah.
I traded them a couple of times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow them right now.
Yeah. So yeah, Megan is responsible for like the whole changed look of Rule of Lore over the course of the last week, and I'm very, very excited about it.
Yeah, it looks so cool. Looks great.
Yeah. Of course, I also want to. Oh, here's another announcement as recent as today. Matthew Gravlin is running a Kickstarter for his game Clever Girl, a game about raptors and dinos and just a bunch of fun stuff. And we have just been added as a stretch goal on the Kickstarter. I don't remember the exact numbers.
Wait,
but
what?
Yeah, so if we reach a certain amount on the Kickstarter, Rule of Lore will produce a one shot where with John and Matthew, where Matthew will be dressed in a raptor suit and trying very hard to grab dice with the raptor suit.
That sounds delightful.
Oh my lord.
Literally, John says $14 more. So like,
oh my god.
Listen.
Hey.
Doing this week was extremely funny because apparently all of Rule of Lore saw Matthew tweet about it, and then me and John both immediately DM Matthew, be like, "Hey, so," and now it's a thing. So hey, shoot your shot, folks.
Yeah. So that's a thing that is probably going to happen at this point. So
oh my god.
Anyway, that'll be a lot of fun. I'm very excited about that. Yes, Edgefit, I do mean Matthew #and John. Thank you for correcting me.
True.
So yeah, go support Clever Girl. The Kickstarter is live. John will probably drop a link in. Oh, John did drop a link in the chat. So go check that out. We'll probably post it in the Discord later too. So yeah, there is that. I do want to quickly shout out our World Builder tier patrons because we had our first Patreon Writers Room meeting last night for a couple of months. So we did some cool stuff. Y'all are great. Very fun to work with. Created some really cool stuff for this time around. And World Builder patrons also got a little bit of advanced knowledge about things that are maybe coming to Rule of Lore soon. So...
Damn, they got the script too for this episode.
yeah.
Olivia, damn it.
No.
Speaking of the script, there's actually one pound with the cards. I don't think I have enough screen time.
Okay,
and I kind of want to
we'll go over it.
that.
We'll go over it in during the intro title sequence.
Are you sure you really want me to kill that person, Lucas? I don't know. You might wanna...
So anyway, yeah. So shout out to all the patrons, and y'all are great. And you helped us.
Now I'm
cool
excited.
Stuff. I think that's maybe everything that I've got as far as announcements go right now. I will probably remember something at a really inappropriate time. So, anybody else have something that you want to shout out? Caitlin, I feel like you've got some stuff.
Power play.
It's Sunday. Power Play is back. We're having our Power Play day off, and we're just gonna be entertaining Rick for 3 hours. So Sunday, queue times.
I'm so excited.
5 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. We've got some things that we have hopes for happening, but everything else, we're just gonna see what happens. So I'm excited. Go do that. Come watch. It's gonna be great.
I'm sorry. I have just been informed that we hit the goal, so that's happening now.
Okay. Wait, hold on a second. Did we just hit our goal for Rule of Laws goal?
We did that. We hit that goal on Friday. Yeah. We hit that goal during Ramblemancy.
So, excellent.
Yeah.
That was a great Ramblemancy also.
Yeah, it was so much
fun. Yeah.
Drac, did you have something that you were gonna shout out?
Oh, I have so many things. Friends Roll Dice is getting busy. So today we just premiered the first episode of the 2-shot quiz. We're using the quiz RPG that's in Kickstarter right now. We had fucking stacked cast. I'll be honest, don't know how I got everyone in it who is in it, but I'm glad I did. B Zelda's on it. I just love B. But we're gonna have we just had the first episode of that today. The second episode is going to be next week at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's a 2-hour session. It's going to be 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. So you can go from there and go straight to here. So, 2 great RPGs back to back. And if you want to back it, go to the Friends Roll Dice Twitter account and use our affiliate link because we get kickback if you use that and back it from there. And I hate capitalism, but we live in it. So money's nice. Also on Friday, we're premiering with episode 1 of our 6-part series, a Hyperlight Drifter TTRPG. We've got a bunch of cool guests who are going to be over on Gnome's channel and a medic on Twitch. We've got Calamity Darling, we've got Bonsai Babe, and we've got Sarin Bezos with Gnome as the GM, and we're going to be playing a Hyperlight Drifter TTRPG where we just explore a broken world where there's ancient technology and weird mutated creatures and things. There are no humans, they're all like anthropomorphic animals. The art is adorable, so I promise you, you need to check it out. I've been sneaking the art out of my fan house because might as well get paid for it. But you'll all get to see it on Friday. Also happened on Friday, so you're going to take a pick here. I'm very sorry, but we're doing a charity stream. The last charity stream where we're raising money for Charity Water. It's going to be a Fear Itself one shot with also stacked casts. It's going to be fucking great. Everyone's playing vampires. And all I say is that I know a vampire came to town, and that's really odd because usually none do. So they're going to try and investigate and see what that's about. People are going missing, things are going missing, Who knows what's going to happen? All I know is that from what Brito said, there's going to be blood. So check it out. And that's pretty much it. That is important. Everything else you can just follow me on Twitter.
Awesome. There was one last thing that I wanted to say before we get started, and that is that currently, just as a heads up to everybody, currently there is a bit of where Freeman's in my area is in a severe windstorm warning, which historically means that the power is very likely to go out. So there is at least there is a non-zero chance that this stream will get completely knocked off. So just keep that in mind. So
pray to the gods of the wind.
Things are already acting very strangely for me on my end. So we'll see.
It's fine. We'll get into the middle of combat. It'll be great. We'll all be just suspended.
Oh, hardest hitter will just disappear. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So if the stream is to suddenly kick out and stop,
don't worry.
That is that you know what happened. And we will pick up next time. So, but for now, we are just going to get into tonight's episode of Infinite Horizon. So we will see you in just a second. Welcome back. All right, so let's get into the recap. Previously on Infinite Horizon, the Resistance began evacuating after 6 corporate capital ships jumped into system and headed straight for the Resistance base. Among the inbound ships was a vessel equipped with gravity well generators designed to prevent the nearby ships from escaping at FTL. In order to buy time for the evacuation process, Taeon teleported the crew onto one of the incoming ships. Inside, they were met with new, power-armored corporate security equipped to fight supers. Peach disabled them and took control of the bridge crew, ordering them to fire on their nearest allies. As the crew of Awakener went to leave, however, they discovered that the ship had tech in place to prevent Taeon from teleporting out. Manifesting a new ability, Peach pulled the crew into a dream space full of doors doors to places that she had previously been, one of which allowed them to return to Awakener. The crew took only moments to rest before Bina turned them invisible, and they teleported into the engine room of the Gravity Well ship. There, they found more power-armored corporate security and 2 acquaintances from their conflict at the Prime Conduit, the supers known as Rage and Stormer. And that is where we left off. So you all find yourselves in this situation immediately in front of you, although not directly in your path to the engine. Still clearly unable to see you. The hulking, mutated form of Rage, who is just sort of standing like arms outstretched, seemingly ready to just sort of go. The power armored troops are moving directly towards you, clearly able to see you. They're within a short distance of you. They're closing, basically. I mean, you're not trapped exactly. You can keep moving forward, but like so the power armored troops are they see you. They definitely know that you're there and where you are. And also, like, the closer you move to Rage, the more likely it is that he's going to figure out where you are. Oh, sorry.
I'm assuming it
Hold on a
extends
second.
to you.
Sorry. That would have been. So the desktop audio did not come back on. So it is on now.
Hi.
Were we all
hi,
muted?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Caitlin?
Just for everyone's awareness, if you attack or use an ability,
How about using a Cypher?
that's not an attack, or unless it's an attack, I guess.
It's not an attack.
If it's not an attack, it's not in the rules, but I guess it's up to Lucas.
Wait, it depends on what you're trying to do.
So Peach at this point, seeing that they're approaching us and we want to keep moving, reach into her packet, or I don't know, pocket or some shit, and reach in and grab out her friction reducing gel that she has, which adds a 3+ difficulty to move across spaces.
That's
so it adds three levels of difficulty. I think that's what I have written down. 3+.
Give him that slip and slide.
Right.
Yeah.
That I think is maybe not a thing that you can just sort of snap do in that's a thing that you have to like apply to a surface.
It's not like you throw it and it
No.
spreads. Damn it. I was thinking it's like okay. Can I check?
Just for the final part of the
yeah,
disappear thing is, if you attack, use an ability, it'll end, but you can regain it, but you have to use a whole action to be invisible again. So just so everybody knows,
Yeah.
if you want to take that, you can, but I don't know how this
No,
will work because you guys are not me.
Bina has to do that.
Yeah.
I'll have to take my action to put you guys back invisible then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it quick question? What are the buffs that we put on each other? Because we definitely buffed each other a bunch when we
Yes,
walked in.
so
I
we
can't
all
remember
have
what we were.
+10 to armor right now.
Okay.
Against kinetic
Yeah.
energy and I said kinesthetic. I'm like, movement? Okay. No.
Oh.
That's a learning style. And we're invisible. And I am holding a tool. I wrote down the things. We are invisible. +10 armor. I am holding a tool.
Oh, I think I probably put on Bean. I think I put on Bean. Yeah, Bean is probably the squishiest one. I put distortion on you, so speed defense.
Right, that's right.
rolls.
Right,
You have an
right,
asset on there. Yeah.
Yes.
I have-
Cool.
I have
Okay,
an
cool.
asset to speed defense, is what you said.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me write that down.
Yeah. Okay. It does say spread across an area. So yeah. Okay. Damn.
Okay. Oh god, what are we gonna do? I actually don't know what to do.
We just keep moving.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay, there
Yeah.
there is a thing that you can do, and that is that you can roll initiative.
Yeah. I mean, I figured we were going to have to.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
It's Cypher
difficulty
dice. Don't
the
fail me.
difficulty on this an initiative check is going. Hold on, let me just double check that that's true. Yeah, the difficulty is 7.
Ooh, 7. Okay.
Absolutely not.
It goes by the highest level in the enemy group, and
In the
yeah.
combat. Yeah.
Have an asset from
Makes sense.
my power shift.
I think I just fail. I don't think I have anything.
Okay, 1 second. I have to. Something came open because of the wind. So 1 second.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Yeah, no worries. I have to figure out. Okay. Dexterity power shifts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just failed. I don't want to spend anything for this.
Okay, I take mine down to a difficulty 4.
Not me realizing that I had a
I did
power
too.
shift
Wait.
in dexterity today, and that meant that I had a power shift in initiative.
Oh, just kidding. We're specialized in stealth and speed defense, but that's not. This isn't defense. This is initiative.
Yeah,
so
this
never
is-
mind. I thought
yeah.
I was double checking.
Yeah.
But I'll try to remember that for everybody.
So I'm specialized in initiative, and I'm going to use a free power shift to bump it down. Actually, not free, speed, right, for initiative.
Yeah.
So it cost me 1 because I have edge of 2. Yeah, so I'm bumping it down to a 4, a difficulty 4 for me.
Okay.
It's 15.
Damn it. Ugh.
Okay. Cool.
I'm so mad. I rolled so high, but it wasn't enough. I rolled a 16.
Oh no.
I needed.
Say,
It was
if-
an 18.
If anybody does want to attack, use an ability, I can just keep using my turn to make everyone invisible again. If you would like, I will do that.
Okay. So we got. So hold on. Let me just get my things in front of me. So, Drac, you succeeded, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who? I know. Olivia failed. Who else do we have?
You'll need
I
to
auto
rub it
fail.
in.
I just fail
Okay.
Oh, you do?
automatically.
Okay, so I'll roll. I have to beat a 12 or better.
Nice.
I got a 7.
Okay.
No.
So
Oh,
we've got.
no.
It's not
Okay.
so fast today. Wow.
Okay. Cool. Well, in that case, then Taeyeon, what are you doing?
First, Taeyeon beat the initiative.
Yeah.
Classic.
I think Taeyeon immediately jumps into action. I think I'm just gonna immediately, without hesitation, I think. Can you describe where we are right now?
Yeah. So
Like, what does
basically,
the environment look like?
so around you, sort of to your left, there's all these like consoles, like not consoles, but like banks, like workstations and kind of and sort of that sort of thing with aisles between them. To the right is where kind of like the rear of the ship, and so like engine banks and things like that. The FTL drives, like sort of, you can see is sort of centered and like ahead of you, and then like obviously like all around the room are like, because it is a multi-level engine room, so like there is sort of like an upper level that has sort of an open area that kind of like looks down to this level, up above, and then just sort of like a walkway that kind of goes around, in kind of approaching from the sides, from their left side, from the direction of the consoles and workstations, is where the power armored individuals are, as well as well, actually, there's also a bunch of like engineers and stuff like that in there. Directly ahead of you, kind of on the same path where you are, like standing near the engine bank, is Rage and the woman Stormer. They're kind of standing side by side.
Okay.
There.
Okay. How can I get into immediate range with Rage in a turn?
Yeah, you can. That it'll be your action to do that. So,
Damn it.
because he's a short distance away.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't think I can do anything because I need to get closer for what I want to do.
Wait for him to come to us.
Don't you have like rapid attack or whatever that thing is?
Yes, but that's for specifically like shooting a weapon or something, not using an
Gotcha.
ability. And I want to use an ability right off the bat to deal with this guy. You know what? Might as well. I'm going to get the desiccating bomb I have, and I'm going to throw that at Storm and Rage.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. The power armor people, I feel like you could deal with them. Rage and Storm, they're another. I want to whittle them down as soon as possible.
Sounds good. So I'm gonna have you. What level Cypher is this?
8.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to have you make I'm thinking this is going to be a speed task because this is more like about accuracy of throwing, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it'll be a speed task, the difficulty of which will be 7.
Okay. Speed task. So I'm gonna
I'm
need a 3
assuming
level
this is an
effort.
attack, like taking an attack.
Yeah, I'd assume this
Yeah,
is
so you'll
counter
be
attack,
you'll be visible then.
Yeah, so I'm gonna I want to run forward a bit before I do, just so like people can't quite pinpoint where I came from. So they don't just like randomly shoot in the air and end up hitting our friends. But yeah, I'll move forward a little bit and then throw, knowing the invisibility will disappear. I'll use a level of effort to bring down to a 6. Accuracy. Yes, I've got 2 power shifts in accuracy. It's like that bumps it down by 3. Total of 3. So so 3 level of effort, 2 in power shift. That's down to a 4.
Right now. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have so
So
many
12
things
will
in front of me right now. Hold on. I need to make space on this. On my
I rolled a
screen.
nat 20.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20.
I don't think that damage makes sense here because you're not technically
Yeah.
making an attack, but you do get a major effect. So.
Yes. Okay.
Um,
Yeah. So they take 8 damage as the water is sucked out of them.
Cool.
Could you stay invisible as a major effect?
Is that kind of a major effect I can choose, or is it like specifically affecting them?
I'm just
I don't
throwing it
know.
out there. I
Yeah,
don't even know if
that's
you
a good
want that,
idea. Yeah.
I'm gonna say no, not in
Okay,
this
cool.
instance. No, I'm not.
That makes
I'm not
sense.
going to accept that one.
Yeah.
but just pitch it.
Yeah.
Could it be like I want to stop them in their tracks? Can I like stun them, like so they miss their turn? Is that a thing to do with major effect?
I think technically it is a thing that you can do under major effect. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want them to miss their turn. I want them to be stunned.
Okay. 1 second. Let me grab. My, thing here.
And because of rapid attack, you can still just attack afterwards. So I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot them. Shoot. Probably no. I'm gonna shoot storms. I can't. Knowing rage, I can't do enough damage for rages. Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot storm.
Okay. Yeah. Firing at Stormer. That's gonna be that's difficulty 7 again.
Okay. So I'm trained in medium weapons. 2 in accuracy. Power shift. I believe I have targeting eye as an ability. Yes, so that's 4. So it's 3 or better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good.
And I'm going to use my power shift in my medium blaster for extra damage instead of lowering it down.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a close one. A 10.
10. All right. So go ahead and describe how this goes. How does this play out?
So I think like Peach probably like Peach. I think Bina told us. Actually, probably working with Bina at this point, we know that if we attack,
We've done this
invisible-
before, yeah.
So I know that if we attack while invisible, we'll become visible again. So I think he looks back at everyone and looks forward at Rage and Storm and takes like as much movement as he can. So probably like an immediate distance as he can. So just enough to distance himself from the rest of the group, and then he just in I think one quick motion, one hand grabs his gun, the other hand grabs the grenade at his side, and he throws and shoots at the same time. And it hits the chest of Stormer at the exact same time as the grenade goes off. And you just see like, it's weird, like it's almost like an implosion, and you just see moisture suddenly coalesce and get dragged into the center of the explosion. And you see it coming out of Storm and Rage as well.
Yeah.
And as it happens, when the explosion like dissipates, you just see like Taeyeon and there visible now.
Yeah.
With his gun pointed.
How much damage from the blaster?
It's a medium weapon. I can't remember what medium weapons do.
It's 4. but
4
what-
damage.
Yeah, but what
So
did you-
7 in
7?
total.
Okay.
Yeah, because of power shift. Yeah.
So poor Storm just threw 15 damage.
Yeah.
No, she did not.
I mean, with
Oh.
I mean, obviously armor, but you dealt.
Yeah, but you dealt
Yeah.
that
Yes,
much.
that's
but
what I meant. I figured
Yeah.
they were wearing armor.
Yeah.
They're naked enemies.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Actually, interestingly enough, Rage does not have armor. He
Doesn't
Yeah.
need it.
he does
He
not.
really doesn't need it.
So, all right.
He is the armor.
Great. Well, with that, let's see. Hold on a second. I'm gonna just do a real quick thing here. I'm making a quick determination about something.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. I think so. Drac, I'm gonna offer you a GM intrusion.
Damn it, yes.
Okay. Go ahead and take the XP and give the others to somebody else.
I'm gonna give it to Peach. 'Cause I feel like we both use quite a lot of pool right now with the teleporting and everything.
Thank you.
All right. So, at the exact, basically, like, it has never been more appropriate to say lightning quick reflexes, as you you fire off a shot, and as soon as literally as you're firing, you immediately you pull the trigger on the blaster, and you immediately just become visible, and in that split second, you watch as a jolt of electricity fires from Stormer's hand and strikes not you, but near enough that it launches you off your feet and to the ground. You are you're prone, and it will require you an action to stand back up.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. That does bring us to their turns. But of course, at least those two, for the time being, thanks to Tan's quick action, is they are basically sort of having difficulty, as it's not a pleasant experience having the water pulled from you. So the two of them are sort of recovering from that. However, the power armored individuals do close in, and they are going to. I need. Each of them is going to take a different. All right, two of them bring up their gauntlets. Oh shit! I didn't even notice that. Okay, so. In that case. Yeah, they all bring up their gauntlets and fire at different targets. So I need everybody. No, yeah, I need everybody to make might defense rolls. The difficulty
My
of which are going to be
defense,
6.
not speed.
Nope.
How close are they to me right now? Are they in short range? Intermediate range?
Yeah, short range.
Short range. Damn it.
It's the house. I actually have things for speed defense for the first time ever,
No,
and it's not gonna help at all.
Okay.
Difficulty is 6. Might defense rolls.
Okay.
6. Okay.
Okay.
Specialized in stealth and speed defense. That's not helpful.
I
here.
know. I'm like, oh, cool, speed defense. I can lower it too. Nope.
Or no, does the dexterity power shift still work in this case or not?
Nope.
No, that's speed
Yeah,
defense.
because it's speed as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think
Oh.
strength would be the one you're thinking. Maybe.
Okay, well,
You're
18
right,
or
yeah.
better.
Because I also don't have these. Yeah, might is not.
You never
Resilience.
know,
It'll be
Olivia.
resilience. Resilience. If you have resilience, that's might defense.
Resilience.
And I
I
remember.
thought
I
was
feel
armor.
like you. It's might defense and armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's it.
I do have resilience.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that counts.
Oh.
That counts as a power.
That's true.
I did very
I didn't know that.
specifically pull my shield out before we left,
Yeah, you
and
did.
I have an asset to
Yeah.
defense tasks in general. So
I don't think
it
that's.
says on my thing it says
Okay,
asset
it
to
shouldn't.
defense
It
tasks.
shouldn't.
Okay, what would you like it to be then?
We'll have to talk about that later, but I'm going to tell you right now,
Okay.
it's not going to help you with this. Like,
Cool.
this might be one of those
Okay.
things where it's like a specific case that's not true, but like I promise you, a shield is not going to help you in this instance. So,
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I failed. I
Okay.
rolled a
6.
13.
okay, sorry.
I'm going to use a level of effort to bump it down to a 5.
Okay.
I think I'll use a level of effort as well.
We'll roll from there.
So now
Gotta
I'm
figure
down
out if
to
it's worth it to if
4.
it's.
No, I don't want to spend for my pool if I'm gonna get hit to might. You know, it's like might as well just.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna
19.
be how big we're gonna get hit.
19.
19. Yeah.
Okay, so Taeyeon
Ooh.
succeeds. Taeyeon succeeds on this, and you have a minor effect if you would like.
15.
15. Okay, so that it looks like fails across the board except for Taeyeon. Is that true?
13.
Can
yeah.
my minor effect be that
Well, I
it
had to
knocks
beat a
me onto my
12.
feet again?
I don't think that's a minor effect.
Damn it.
I don't think that's. I wouldn't classify that as a minor effect.
Okay, it won't be a minor effect in this case. I actually don't know what a minor effect
I
would
can-
be.
I can-
On
defensively.
defense, yeah, I don't know.
I actually do know what it can do here, and that is specifically as a result of you being prone. In this case, I think it is fitting that this will like cause it not to. It won't do as much damage to you as it. Or like wait, you succeeded though. So
Succeeded, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, never mind. So why don't we hold on to that minor effect for now? Let's hold on to it.
I'm cool with that.
And then
Yeah.
just remember that you've got that in your back pocket, a minor effect.
Yeah.
So here's what happens. All of them bring up their gauntlets and like fire like shells, but they don't move as quickly as you would expect them to. Like basically like not as like firing. They don't hit you. They hit near you and immediately just burst in a cloud of gas. And all as that happens, you all begin kind of like coughing. Taeyeon, you are like very quickly able to like sort of adjust your suit's filters.
Yeah.
But and so you're able to manage this. But the rest of you take 6 points of damage 6 points of might damage.
Oh, and it's
I-
gas, so armor doesn't matter. Oh. Ouch. Okay.
Yeah, the
And-
shield not working makes sense now.
And I will also
Yeah.
say, Caitlin, I remember that shield I believe is specific to speed defense.
Oh,
because-
I just have defense written down, so good to know. I'll change it.
Because a shield wouldn't help you with an intellect defense task. So I
That's
know
fair.
I didn't
That
tell you
doesn't make
that.
any sense. Yeah.
So I'm certain it was
Let's
speed
do-
defense.
Speed. I'll add that
So-
to my sheet.
But anyway, yes. So you watch like so basically like the immediate area around you just sort of it's not like it doesn't persist. It's just sort of like a quick burst. It's not like it hangs in the air. It's just a burst, and all of you find yourselves just like coughing.
The girl's about to be impaired.
So that is their turn as they continue to actually they maintain distance actually at this point. So what are the rest of you doing? It's up to you how you who's being a Peach Mason, who's going?
I have not used this yet because I haven't seen fit to use it yet, so I don't really know how to use it yet.
Okay.
Ooh, let's
To
do
be
it
fair,
live.
so I don't want to bog things down, but I feel like it's very fitting.
Sure. Let's
It's on page 32, and it
What is it?
an adaptability that I took. That is adaptation.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah.
So what does it do?
And I can, for 24 hours, as a result, I can breathe safely, or I can be in like extreme temperatures. But I can also do that for other people, but it is a cost.
Yeah. That's true. It is. Okay.
And it Mason, sorry, Taeyeon's got a helmet. Does that help?
I don't know if it will help in this case. I mean, the power arm, because I technically mine is equivalent of a power armor is what I have. But I think I only hope because I succeeded. I think if they hit me again, I probably would take the damage.
Well, this is a really spendy thing, I think.
I feel like Bina would probably be the best person with our lower
Yeah.
might pool. I feel like she would probably be the best
Yeah.
person.
That's what
to
I was
do it
thinking.
on.
So, yeah, I think this actually behaves exactly because it is, if you're trying to protect against the gas, is that what you're trying to?
Yeah.
Okay, so Yeah, it would basically behave exactly as it does, basically as it is written in the thing. I think it would just go with that because it is using the same number of. So basically, for 6 points, it costs 12 more to protect 2 other people. So it only costs you another 6 points to protect just Bina. Does that make sense? So like, it's the cost of whatever it is for you,
For you, yeah.
and then. Yeah,
And that's intellect?
it's yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it. So are you saying that's 12
Yeah,
total?
Total.
Yeah, okay. Biggest spend in 2-3 seasons, baby.
Oh god.
You don't have an edge or anything?
I have. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yeah. 3 edge.
Okay, yeah, that'll help.
Yeah. That'll definitely.
Every little
help
helps.
you out. So that's it. Brings it to a 9 spend total.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Oh, I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
Mason, like, just takes a deep breath and like just kind of filters out the gas, and then kind of just pats Bina on the shoulder and kind of just like I don't know. I have no idea.
I get it, because that's very weird, hard
Yeah.
to explain how it affects other people.
I do think that, like, basically, so like Mason, like, just you pat Bina on the shoulder and you watch as like Bina's like coughing. Bina, you just stop coughing as like the gas filters out of you as well. Like, it just sort of your body just.
Yeah,
burns
Mason
it.
probably just like pats like on the back.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you do.
Or like when you're smoking, it's like Mason's exhaling a cigarette, but he's exhaling the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what is, sorry, can you read the abilities?
This is the case, like, if it's per round would be the cost that you would be taking. That damage is what it would cost. So
What?
basically, like, it would cost this amount per damage taken is how it's.
Okay.
Yeah. So like,
Ooh.
So
That's a
basically,
lot.
if they take this damage again,
like
they'll be fine. But if they try,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
yeah. So this only protects you if they do this again.
I would say reread it, Freeman, and let me know if I'm wrong about that. But that's how it.
Hmm.
I think that's how that works. So.
So, I'm gonna try to do
Yeah,
something
but I
unless
will also
Mason
say
has anything else.
Mason is now visible unless
Visible.
I'm much
Yeah.
mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm going last.
Yeah. Okay. Peach, what's up?
Okay, so I am going to turn to all of these people. I mean, I guess I'm already facing them. I'm gonna look at all these people, and I'm going to say, if you want to live through the night, I'd run away. And I'm gonna use flee to make every non-ally in a short distance flee for 1 minute.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna need a. This is definitely gonna be an intellect roll.
Yeah.
The difficulty of which you're targeting all of the non-allies.
That's just the ability. It targets all the
It just
non-allies.
it's a area
Yeah.
effect.
It's a
No, I
it's
know.
an
I'm
AoE.
just asking if that's
Yeah.
what you said.
Mhm.
Clarifying.
Yep.
So okay, then that's going to be a difficulty 7.
Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna spend. Let's see. I'm gonna spend 3 levels of effort
Okay.
to lower that.
Sounds good. Bringing it down to a
That's-
4.
Okay. Oh my god, sorry. I had to do subtraction. It took me a long time. Okay. So now it's a 12 or better.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay,
You just need a
I'm gonna
12 or
roll.
better.
I rolled a 19.
Nice. All right.
just
so,
minor and major
yeah.
effects all over the place.
Yeah, you got a minor effect on that
Thank
one.
you, Monte Cook. Cypher deck.
So you have a minor effect. I am also going to offer you a GM intrusion on this one as well.
Okay.
Okay. I will. Oh, this is also something I remembered. But Drac, if you
Yes.
you rolled you rolled a 20, right? A natural 20.
When I threw the grenade.
Yeah. So that actually didn't cost you any points. If you spent any points for that, it wouldn't have cost you any.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just
thank God.
yeah.
That's perfect. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Olivia, any thoughts on a minor effect that you'd wanna implement in this case?
I'm trying to think of what would like be a minor effect in this instance while they're all running away. Could one of them like trip really stupidly as they run? Like,
Sure,
just
absolutely.
just like they look like a
Really
total
is.
fool.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
I want it to be the one who shoots lightning.
Okay, well, hold off on that because I have an intrusion for you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you accept? You accept the intrusion? Is that
Yeah.
okay? Go ahead and take an XP and give the other one to somebody else.
Okay. Does anybody like have really low XP that needs one right now?
Mason just spent a whole bunch of points on someone else, so maybe you should give.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to
XP.
Mason.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to
Sounds
Mason.
good. So, the intrusion I'm gonna give you here is that like, as you are basically like you project this aura of fear, and you watch as the power armored figures, they actually do take a couple of steps back and then just start turning to like go.
Yeah.
That said, the GM intrusion in this instance is that you watch as both Rage and Stormer start to like turn to run as well, and then you watch as Rage just roars loudly. And as he does, you literally can see like the waves of like compressed air being pushed out from him as he roars, and something about whatever it is that he just did, the two of them seem now unaffected.
Fuck. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
That said, the power armored individuals are definitely turning to flee.
Good.
Yeah, you said for 1 minute, right? That they just
Yeah.
flee for like, okay, cool.
They have to flee as far as possible.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
your
yeah.
effect.
That's very funny considering that. Anyway, we'll get to that. Bina, you
Everybody's invisible again.
okay. Go ahead and do your spending for that.
I don't think I have to. 'cause
Oh, that's
it's-
right, because it's just
It's just an action. I just spend my whole action
I
to bring it
think-
back on again.
okay. But here's the thing. This is not how you've used your ability in a way that it isn't intended to be used already. I'm gonna have you at least spend the cost of the ability again.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
Because yeah, we're already into like pushing the ability territory.
Understandable.
that's fair.
Spent.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Okay, cool. Then so all of you, like Taeyeon, as you're like pushing yourself back up, everybody just, you all just once again enveloped by the bubble, and it is your turn again.
Can I get into immediate range
You have
of
to-
Storm now?
You have to spend your action getting up, I believe.
That's fine. I still have rapid attacks. I can do
Yes.
a free
Yeah.
attack afterwards. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I stand up and I use my movement, and then I want to try and get into immediate range. I want to get right in Stormer's face, and I want to shoot her point blank.
Okay. I'm trying to like go through like in terms of like movement here, because
Yeah.
Stormer is still like a short distance away, which is what you would have to spend an action to move, but you're using your action to get up.
Did I move my full movement of my first turn?
Oh, you did. Okay, I missed that.
Yeah.
Completely missed
Yeah.
that.
So I thought
Okay.
I assumed
Yeah.
that cutting out. Yeah. So I'm moving another. I'm assuming
Wait,
it's like
did
what,
you? Because I thought you
immediate?
you used the.
Oh no, I wanted to move forward because I said I move forward so I can distance myself away from the rest of the group. So I use my full.
So your
movement.
full movement is like 5 feet.
Yeah,
Movement
it's-
works weird
yeah.
in Cypher. It's
Yeah.
only like
Okay.
5 feet.
You can only
Yeah.
move like unless you're using your action to move.
Yeah.
And you can move a short distance.
Okay.
On
yeah.
your action. Otherwise, you can
Okay.
move within an
Yeah.
immediate range, an immediate distance.
Can
Cypher
I use
movement's a little
fast step while I'm on the ground?
Yeah, I would say you could do that.
Perfect. I'm gonna use fast step and go
Excellent.
into immediate range of them.
There you go. This is like fitting the puzzle pieces together.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then use rapid attack to shoot Stormer point blank.
Perfect. All right, we got there in the end.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. The
Um,
difficulty 7 on that.
Okay, so point blank reduces it by 1.
Mhm.
Got 2 power shift in accuracy. Trained in medium weapons. I'll spend effort. Actually, no, I think I'm not going to spend effort. This is good enough. I'm going to save as much speed as I can.
Fair enough.
So I brought it down to by 4, so it's a 3, 9 or better.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to use my power shift in medium blaster to increase the damage again.
Cool.
If it hits. That's a 10.
10.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. You got there. All right. So, there. That increases it by 3, right? That's how much you put in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So 7 damage total.
Gotcha.
As I fire straight into the chest of Stormer.
Yeah, you watch as it like hits like into like the tactical like armor that she has on. You you see as it does, it like that armor definitely like absorbs some of it, but like you can see that it like has hit. She just sort of like stumbles back a half a step.
I'm just like kind of bouncing as I'm visible again because I attacked. And that's the end of my turn.
She's like as you're like basically face to face, she just like grins at you and she says, "I've been waiting for a rematch. So is my friend here."
Great seeing you again. You got a bit of something going on.
Yeah. That definitely living up to his name pisses off Rage. And you being right there and it being his turn, he is going to he is going to attempt to pummel you.
Perfect.
So I need you to make a speed you know what? No, that's not what he's gonna do. I know what he's gonna do instead. I'm gonna need you to make a might defense roll in this one. This is gonna be as he basically like puts one arm down. You know immediately what he's about to do as he like kneels down and just starts pushing for you to bull into you. I need you to make a might defense roll on this one.
How far is he from me right now?
He's in an immediate range right now.
Immediate.
Yeah.
Perfect, because I have resonance field, which makes any defense rolls at immediate range intellect defense instead.
Excellent.
So I'm gonna drop that a good amount. I'm specialized in intellect defense rolls. That's 2. I have a power shift in intellect defense rolls in intelligence. That's defense rolls, right?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I didn't tell you the difficulty, which is 7. But yeah.
7. Yeah. No, I assumed. A 3 level of effort to bump it down again. Yeah, no, I don't have anything else. I'm not invisible anymore.
Okay, so you're down
that's
to a
my.
4?
No, I'm down to
down
a 3.
by 4, okay.
I'm down by 4,
okay.
so 3.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead, 9 or better is what you need.
14.
14. Okay, so as he like puts like almost like a runner's kneel, like he just pushes off and like shoulders like into you, but as he does, you like sort of project out that sort of like aurora sort of like around you, which creates like a sort of buffer that just sort of spins you out of the way harmlessly as he just bulls through smashing into one of the consoles behind you, like fully just smashing through it, like as he just goes there is now a
more
rage-shaped hole in that console. Yeah.
I dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. That said, I also as you kind of turn back around, finishing your sort of dodge there, you turn back to a wall of static electricity that is just being pushed towards, and I need all of you to make I'm thinking these. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a speed defense roll on this one.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
God.
Is
Just as
Stormer
a
in immediate
wall
range
of
of me as
static
well?
electricity, huh?
Is Stormer in immediate range of me?
Yes.
And then everyone is specialized in speed defense right now if you're still invisible.
Yeah. Difficulty 7 on this one. Actually, hold on.
So are we specialized?
No,
and then
sorry. No, the difficulty is 8 on this one. Yeah.
If we're specialized and then like because of invisibility and then we're also trained, do those things stack?
think
I don't think you can go
because they're different. Like you're specialized.
I think you pick which one's higher. In terms of training, you pick which one's higher.
Yeah,
Okay,
but because of the invisibility, like, and then
that's an asset, isn't it? Rather than
No,
it's
it's
not.
you're
It says
you're specialized in
Oh,
stealth and
interesting.
speed defense.
okay, so
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, so
So
you
pow-
take the
That's cool.
specialization.
You'll take the
over
specialization.
training.
So then I knocked
Absolutely.
it down to a 5 with that specialization and then power shift.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, I knocked it down to a 4.
Specialized in intellect defense, power shift.
Speed defense, you mean?
It's
Because it's in
intellect
the
for
immediate
Resonance
range.
gets-
Yeah,
Oh,
it
Yeah.
turns
to
into
use
intellect for
like-
me.
Yeah, it's
That's
intellect.
awesome.
That's what I'd like to do. Resonance field and then get up in their
Yeah.
face.
Taeon is
Okay.
built.
Better.
Taeon is built to be like in people's faces. Like
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I completely lost
15.
count. Specialized. 3. And it's so after the first spend, it's 2 after that, right? For points when it comes to effort. So 3 and then 2
yeah, and then
afterwards.
2,
Okay.
2. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna spend. Yeah. So that's 12 or better for me.
Okay, so you said it's 8.
Yes.
Specialized in speed defense. I have an asset from my shield.
Mhm.
I have an asset from whatever thing Taeon did to me.
Distortion. Yeah.
Distortion, that's what it's called. And then I have exploit advantage because I have an asset. I get to drop it again. I'm gonna spend to drop it one more just in case. So I need 6 or better.
So I rolled a nat 20,
Yes!
Cool, guys. I just need a
Wow.
15 or better. It'll go great.
and because of that, because of resonance field, Storm takes 4 damage. Yes.
You're rolling so good tonight.
Incredible.
I rolled
Cypher dice.
right on 12, which is what I needed. That
Whoa.
We
Ooh.
all succeeded?
Yeah, I
Yes,
rolled an 11.
barely.
That's
Dropped it
very
by-
good.
Dropped
That's
it by a lot, so I
God.
rolled my past.
That's very
And I
good.
gotta go to the casino tonight or something.
So, Drac, what were you saying? Sorry,
Wow.
I didn't catch you.
Yeah, so because of resonance field, whenever I
Knock on
roll a major effect on a defense roll, the creature attacking me takes 4 points of damage and it ignores armor, so you just take 4 points.
Awesome.
I guess in this case, because of how I'm time related, I guess like it hits him, but then because of the resonance field around him, we can see like different points in time of the person reflected off of it. It kind of like they get like a weird spasm in their arm, and like I don't know, 3 years ago they just suddenly get hit with a random shock out of nowhere, and they're just suffering from that.
Funny.
Yeah, excellent. So all of you still will take 2 points of might damage. But it's okay. It could have been worse.
Mhm.
Does
Um,
Should,
armor
this point, should we
in-game
just try to
roll
run,
is-
you guys?
Mhm.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Does armor help with this?
Huh?
Armor.
Armor?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, good question.
No, it does not.
Ooh, okay.
Not with this one. Not with this specific
Yeah,
ability.
okay.
No. All right. You all right there, Caitlin?
Oh no.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
So, yeah, you feel as like the wall of static electricity sort of like you're able to like move around it, but like it still kind of like tries to like arc out, trying to like make that like electrical connection, that sort of like, and you feel like that kind of reach across you, but as that static field just sort of passes, there is a brief moment as you see it like, I'll give you this, Taeon. As you are sort of fully enmeshed in sort of like a fractured moment of time, you see an instance where like just sort of like a sliver for like a split second of the group enveloped in the static electricity wall, and you watch as like in that moment all of them kind of moving more sluggishly and like having difficulty moving and doing things, and then that moment is sort of gone. You're
Yeah.
back, like time like fractures for a second, then like basically recapitulates as you like, yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
as
Okay,
you
cool.
basically like your resonance field sort of like defends you for that moment. Yeah.
You saw the bad timeline for a
You
hot
saw-
second.
Yeah.
I was Doctor Strange, and I was like, There's one. There's just one.
Cool. All right. So that's gonna be them. The power armored individuals. You watch as several of them just sort of like stomp, like heel on their heels, and you watch as that seems to activate like a rocket jump as they just away from you. That's why I said it was very funny that they have to move as far away as possible because they.
I love that. That's adorable.
They all like rocket jump up to the next like level of the engine room.
Peach laughs.
Yeah, one of them catches on, like, as per your minor effect, one of them catches on the railing and just sort of like goes end over end like on.
Good.
I love it.
All right, that brings us to all of you, the rest of you. What are you doing? Who's going?
Can we run away?
Can we run?
Can we run?
Can we get out?
We gotta do our thing first. We haven't done
Yeah, we're
anything
here
yet.
to
Okay.
destroy the gravity well, right? I mean, if everyone
Yeah.
wants to run and like get into a hiding spot.
No, I
Kind
was
of
just
a steep
thinking, like,
going.
did we talk about did we talk about where we wanted to plant this thing, or was it just
In the
like
engine.
Yeah.
That was
Bina
the thing we needed to figure out because I feel like we're in the wrong place to do this, but I don't know if that's. I don't know what to do about it. 'Cause I feel like
Where-
if we're gonna put a black hole somewhere, it should be in the gravity weapons.
that is probably true? Do we know where the gravity weapons are?
I mean, you know where they are in terms of like, because it's very obvious where the gravity well generators are just from looking at the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't know what the inside of that looks like. You don't know what's in there. You could, like, you don't know how it works. You could potentially be jumping directly into the center of the gravity well, which I will tell you right now is a bad idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what to, I meant to message you guys about it this week and I
You're good.
So I don't know what we should do here. Want to sabotage engines or what, but we should not fight these guys. I think we should just do our thing and go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that on that note, I forgot to mention, but I think some of you may have assumed that Rage definitely healed up. Like, you could see as it just sort of, like, whatever damage, like, Tan had done to him, it just sort of heals up.
Yeah. Is Jade with us, or did
No.
we leave
No.
Jade behind?
No,
We left
Jade's
Jade
not with
behind.
Thankfully.
Yeah. I was about to make sure. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, it is our turn. Okay, I was like, what is
Yeah.
our turn? It's our turn. I already forgot what we were doing. Okay.
So who's going? Bina, Peach, Mason.
I mean, I was planning on just holding and then making everyone invisible again, but
So
Are we still
unless someone has
sorry?
another plan.
So you said we don't know, like, from where we are on this ship right now, where, like, the direction to the gravity well, or
I mean,
would we know the direction?
You know a direction. You just wouldn't know where to go.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what the gravity well generator looks like. You know where they are located on the ship. You
Okay,
don't
should we
know
just
what they
head in the
are.
Should we
direction
just
of
start
it?
running?
Yeah, should we just head in the direction of it? Like, I
Totally.
think that's what we should do. I mean, I could try. Do you want me to try to put these people to sleep? I still have that ability.
I'm
Tried and
against it.
true. I'm not against it either.
If you want to.
I mean, I could try. I mean, let me. I mean, I am. Yeah. I mean, I can try that. Okay, well, if no one has any objections,
No, I have no- yeah, go
Peach is
for
gonna look at these guys really pissed off, like irritated, like, we have so much to do, I don't have time for this shit, and just literally just look at them, not even say anything, just like wave her arms and just try to put them to sleep.
Okay.
I'm trained in it, so it lowers the difficulty one.
Yeah, difficulty is 7 on this. I'm
Cool.
pretty sure. Hold on, let me just double check.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure. Okay. Okay, actually,
Oh god, if he says higher.
the difficulty is 8.
Okay.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. Intelligence
Like,
based.
yeah, they're.
Okay, well, it's down to 7.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend. Okay, I'm gonna spend 3 levels of effort.
Okay.
Thank God we took a recovery roll before. I would have been like down to 0.
All right, so you brought it down it was a 7, and you brought it down to a 4. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Because it was
Yeah,
three
you
level-
brought it down once.
three-
And then
three
you-
levels of
three
effort.
levels. Okay, cool.
Then you already had one that you dropped it by, didn't you?
It was
So-
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It was
8.
8 at first.
Oh,
and then
I
it went
see.
up.
Got it,
So then
got
I
it,
dropped
got
down
it.
to 4.
Got it.
Okay, cool. Let me just.
Forgot about the jump back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Edge.
God, Edge is a lifesaver. I'm gonna start
Okay.
putting more into it.
Okay, come on, Monte. Cook dice. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. It rolled. Oh, God, that's not enough. I rolled a 9.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend an XP to
Take
reroll
my
that.
XP.
I'm gonna spend an XP. I have 4 XP right now. I'm gonna spend.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Cool. Now I have 3. Are you fucking kidding me? I rolled a 9 again.
Oh no.
Oof. All right. So, yeah, you like go to do this, and like as you're doing it, like you're gathering up that sort of like energy to like that to kind of that you've pulled before, pulling from like dreams and sleep to like send them to like to sleep. And as you do, like some of the residual, like as you step forward, some of the residual like static electricity that's just sort of around just sort of leaps out, and like harmlessly, but it's enough to knock your like concentration out of like yeah.
Okay.
Mason Bina?
Are we still in the gas, or are we retreating?
No,
from
it was
the
gas was like a burst. It's not
It was
like
a burst?
It didn't,
Sweet.
yeah, it didn't stay.
Whew, okay, good.
Can
And-
we like? Can I use the rest of my movement to like run in the direction that we need to run in?
It'll get you like maybe
5
10
feet.
feet, 5 to 10 feet. So like yes is the answer to your question, but yeah.
I mean, that's what we're doing, right? Next, we're running.
I think I'm running as well.
Okay, so then
Move.
yeah, I'll run as far as I can for the rest of my movement.
I can move fairly quickly. Can I do a perception to see? Oh, to give me like some kind of indication as to which way we might want to go based on what we know.
That's not going to help you in here, because in here
Yeah.
you know which way to go from here. Like there's a
Right.
door.
Hmm.
Like there's a door to the end.
Oh, okay.
So like that's not
Is it-
going to
okay.
help you in here. That's something that you might want to consider doing if you make it out of the engine room. Then you can maybe attempt to do that kind of that. But
For sure.
in
Then
here,
I'll-
that's not going to help you out too much.
Okay, I'm gonna make for the door then.
Okay, sounds good. And Mason is very fast, and you just make it to the door.
True.
Mason just
Oh, the door's okay.
I think though, since like you can move a long distance, I don't know if you stay. I don't know. It's this is the weird thing when we start modifying the way like abilities work. I think
Yeah.
it's a little weird because like the way that we've sort of flavored Bina's ability modification is that it's sort of like acts as sort of like a bubble that Bina creates.
Oh. Maybe I shouldn't then. I forgot about that bubble thing.
Yeah, I think.
You could move like as far as you can without going out of the range of her visibility.
Yeah, you can just go
it's
partially. You don't have to
fine.
go your full movement. But
Yeah. I don't think I will. I forgot about that. I like Mason just
Yeah.
like gets ready to burst, like, and it's like, oh wait a minute, and then just kind of chills and like moving at a pace with everyone else.
Okay. Like just so that we're clear, that is still like not like you're
Not
basically
far.
still right there. Like you're moved basically as far as Peach can move. Like
So if you want to act, I'll just make you invisible again on my turn.
Am I still invisible or no? Because
No,
I use
you
an
No,
ability.
you
Yeah.
used
Okay.
an ability.
I think both
So like
Aeon and Peach are
Yes.
visible right now.
visible. So if you if you're only gonna move 5 feet anyways, just act, do something. If you want to do something like, and I'll make you invisible again.
Is there anything to shoot?
I mean, yeah, there is both Stormer and Rage who you could still shoot if you wanted to.
Oh, rage.
Okay.
And
Heal.
wait.
No, I was just saying. I wasn't saying I wanted. Sorry, a stormer. I think.
Okay.
Can
Oh,
you?
what, Caitlin?
I was gonna ask, can you pass an item freely, or is that
Yeah, I mean, you're like
in full
right there,
action.
so I think it's probably okay.
could I pass my level 6 poison gas bomb to Mason?
Yeah.
Oh
sure.
yes, that's
Totally.
cool.
If you'd like to use that,
I
just
would.
there's an
I
option.
don't know how it works, but
I don't
I'll
remember
do it.
either. I'm so sorry. It's a level 6 poison gas bomb. It's
We
a
can
Cypher.
assume what it does.
Yeah.
I mean, the specifics are going to matter here in this instance. Because,
I know. We might need a book because it is a Cypher,
Yeah,
so it's gonna.
because
let me
like
pull my-
Stormer and Rage are no longer in immediate range of each other, so.
Yeah. Sorry.
Also, I'm definitely in
Great.
between them technically, right? So
Mhm.
if it does, depending where it lands.
Yeah, right. Because there's probably like a
Poison explosive. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think so.
Once.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. Once the substance enters the bloodstream, it travels to the brain and reorganizes into an explosive that detonates when activated, inflicting 10 points of damage, ignoring armor.
Ooh.
Roll a d100 to determine the means of detonation. Does that sound like that's the right thing?
I don't think so. Hold on. I think
No,
it might
that
be
doesn't sound
sounds
right.
horrifying.
Yeah, that's
It does.
horrible.
Yeah.
I don't think
That
that's
doesn't
the
sound
It
one.
does sound really
The-
scary though.
I think
No,
it's
Remember
the
that?
Pretty
maybe
much-
just look for bomb, maybe.
Look
Like,
for
just like a-
detonation.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It might be
looking at right now.
detonation. Yeah.
Interestingly, no. I think that might actually have been the other one because I'm looking at these and it doesn't look like any of these are poison. So,
Yeah, okay.
I
Sorry,
think
everybody.
that is what it is.
Okay.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been in some crazy places.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Rage deserves that.
I'll say.
Okay. So,
Well then.
I'm thinking this is going to be an immediate range thing, like an immediate radius thing. So which one of them are you throwing at?
I'd like to avoid getting Taeon in the mix for sure, best I can.
Okay, so Tan is an immediate radius of Stormer. He is
Okay.
a short range away from Rage.
So I could get Rage without.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could maybe get Stormer without getting Taeon, but it would definitely increase the difficulty on this.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty
By
right
the
now,
way.
the
Seven,
difficulty right
right?
now is 7. Yeah.
So basically, if it was raised,
The difficulty would probably go up a
I
step
can a step.
to
What
8.
does the level indicate on this?
If it determines like, actually, you know what? I'll tell you this right now, because this is information that you should probably have, because it might change what you do. The level of the cipher is determined in its effectiveness against whatever you're using it on.
Oh, okay, so it might not work against these
It
guys.
might not work against these guys. Yeah.
Got it.
Oh. Okay.
Shoot. Okay. That's what I was like, what is it? Because it tells you exactly how much damage
Yeah.
it does. So I was like, that's not.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
only a level 6, so this might not be.
It might
Sorry,
not-
we just
yeah.
wasted a bunch of time if we don't want to use this.
No, the more we know.
The more. Can I just? Oh. Can I just shoot the Stormer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it. So yeah, it's gonna be a difficulty 7. Yeah. What do you got?
Nothing.
You've got training and stuff.
I got training in medium weapons, medium and light weapons. Can I make? Can I be speedy about it?
I mean, it is. Yeah, this is a speed
This
task.
oh wait,
yeah.
hold on. This is a speed test. Sorry. So down to 5, I believe.
Mhm.
And I'll spend some. I'll spend. Yeah.
I don't think your power shifts affect this.
I'm not using my
Oh,
dexterity
okay.
power
So
shift.
sorry,
no.
what have you used? So you used
So I've
your training.
used training, and I've used. What was the second thing we said? Sorry, I already forgot the wording for it. It wasn't the
I don't know.
power
You
shift.
just
It
asked
was
if you
like
could
a
be
speed
speedy.
task, right?
Yeah, you asked if you could be speedy, and I don't know what
Yeah.
you meant by that.
I don't know. I like it made sense to me at the time, and now I completely lost what it is. Absolutely lost it, like right there. Sorry. All right. So, trained in medium weapons. I'm going to just spend some, which brings it down to a 6, and now I'm going to spend 3 levels of effort.
Okay, sounds good.
Bring it down to a 3, I believe.
All right, so you need a 9 or better right now.
All right, let's do that. Pew, pew, pew. 13.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you fire off at a shot at Stormer, and you can hear as the projectile clinks against her armor. It appears to be minimally effective. But you can see as she still winces in pain as it hits. Yeah.
Okay.
I spend to make all of my friends invisible again, and then I start inching my immediate distance,
Yeah.
my 5 feet of distance.
Yeah. So yeah, all
Over.
of you vanish once again. Which brings us
I
back
start moving.
to the top with Taeyeon.
How can I tell how
I
Stormer's
wish-
looking right now?
If CT was here, they could just stun everybody.
I definitely wrote down incorrect numbers on all of this. Hold on a
Oh
second.
no.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, so it's a
They're all
one
dead.
difficulty
They're
to
all-
hit them.
they all lost,
No.
Wow.
Difficulty's not where I made a mistake. So she's looking not great. She's like still like looking hurt, like kind of winded and like she's dragging a little bit, but she's still in the fight.
Okay. Well, I want to take her out of the fight as quickly as I can. I'm going to. I'm just gonna fire point blank at her again. Just try and finish her so I can deal with rage on our own. So
To be clear, like she looks like she's taken a bit of a beating, but like definitely more in the fight than a single like attack is gonna do.
I think we should go.
okay, in that case,
go.
can I exile her, please?
Yeah, you could definitely do that. You could definitely
That's
do
what I'm talking about.
So yeah, all I need to do is touch. Last time I did a touch kind of thing, you said I should roll a speed task to like land a touch.
Yes, that's yeah.
Okay, so what is the difficulty for that? What's the difficulty for that?
The difficulty on that is also 7.
Would there be any help here because she can't see him?
It's true, I am invisible.
Yeah. You
There's
know
a
what?
bonus to stealth when you're
Yeah.
invisible, but I don't know if that. I don't know
I
how
think-
that would.
No.
I mean, it'd be
think-
harder for her to dodge it, wouldn't it? Like,
Okay.
she couldn't see.
So you've all made your case.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh
is
no, I was
what
just talking through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so down to a 6.
Mhm.
So 6. I'm gonna use a level of effort to go down to a 5.
Okay.
I didn't take a dexterity check from that. This is technically not an attack, so it doesn't count for accuracy. I think it might just be a 5. Yeah, I think it's just 15 or better. I want to spend another level of effort,
Okay.
so it's a 12 or better just to.
All right.
Ooh,
So
this
you need a
is-
12 or better
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cocked. Okay, 12 exactly.
Whoa, that is so weird. I just mentally focused on the number
Yeah.
12 so hard.
you watch as like you become visible immediately. You like as you're like putting like a hand on her, and she looks at you, and she goes, "Shit," and just gone. Because this is exactly what you did to her last time.
Yeah.
She's just gone.
And then yeah, I'm gonna try and actually no, I want to shoot at because I got rapid attack, so I'm gonna shoot at rage just to like at the very least get his attention on me, so everyone else can find a way to escape. I can teleport as close to the door as I can, so later on, so I'm fine. So I'm gonna shoot. I'm at short range now, so I can't use point blank. But so it's 7 again.
Yes. Yep. Difficulty 7.
So I'm trained in medium weapons. 2 power shifts in accuracy. I realize I've had training tasks involving sight this whole time and I haven't used it. I don't use that. What else? I'm targeting eye. 5.
Okay.
So down to a 2.
Down to a 2, yeah.
So 6 or better.
Mhm.
7. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna put that dice away. It's been too close. Too
Yeah.
close, too frequently.
All right. Yeah.
And I'm gonna put a power shift into damage, so it does more extra damage.
Sounds
Just
good.
7 damage. Probably not gonna do much for rage, but every little helps.
Okay, yeah, you fire, and you watch as the blast catches Rage as he's like kind of turning back around, and he just.
What does rage like? Not damage wise, but what is he like? Is he wearing anything? Because like I did send him out into space. Does he have anything? Any equipment on him that's keeping that looks like kind of like life supporty?
No, I mean what he has is like tissue damage, like the kind of deep tissue damage that would you would find on a body that had been like on a corpse that had been like exposed to the vacuum, basically.
Yeah.
Like that's what
Yeah.
you're seeing. Like there's definitely that across his body where like his healing factor did not seem to. It seemed like it was maybe a bit much for that.
Yeah.
But yeah. But no. Otherwise, no. It's not like a life support system or anything like that. Like his healing factor definitely did help him survive the whole thing, but like it was not a good.
At what cost?
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Yeah. That being the case, on his turn, he's going to see you, and you watch as he just like coils himself and springs up into the air, like impossibly high, and slams down into the deck of the ship, which like you watch as it literally like the deck like ripples out from him. I need all of you to make might defense rolls.
Damn it.
Like he literally is like now right in front of Taeon, but like
Oh, yes, immediate range. Thank God.
yeah, but like that ripple has like gone
Okay.
out.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is 7.
I think I
Oh
just
wait, no,
failed.
sorry, no, it isn't. I'm sorry. Strength tasks as level 10. So this is actually
I fail, and I'm probably immediately debilitated. So
Okay.
that's
I
fine.
also fail immediately. I can't do anything for
Wait,
this.
it's 10?
Yeah,
10?
strength.
So you have
task
to
is
roll
10.
it.
Okay.
That's
Well,
a-
it's a
It's okay. You just need to roll 30.
Okay,
Wait.
okay. Let me think.
Okay. Sure.
Hmm?
Nothing. I just failed.
I don't know.
so it becomes an intellect defense for me. So specialized.
Yeah.
3 level of effort. Power shift.
Can I just jump and not, to the floor, on the trimmer on the floor? It's
Just like in an elevator, right?
Yeah, it's like those like action platformer games where you have to like jump over the like.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use another level of effort.
Okay.
This is intellect-based tasks, not okay. Dang. Okay.
That's
Darn. Yeah, I don't have anything.
I can't do anything for might ever.
Thought I did have something, but I don't.
When I tell you might
I want to
is
use
my
another
jump
level
set,
of
it is
effort.
entirely my jump. Like nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely nothing.
Me too. Okay, yeah.
Could I
So I
just-
brought it down by 6 or 4.
Okay.
I need to get 12 or better.
12 or better. Yep.
Oh, God,
That's awesome.
sucks.
Yeah.
That's the third. I'm not using this anymore. 13.
Wow.
Well, these are just tight shaves. Yeah, that's
Your
a
dice
13.
are really into the drama tonight.
Can you
Yeah,
exile
that's
that guy too?
I don't trust them. But I mean, they're
So-
working, but I don't trust them.
Okay, so basically, here's how this plays out. As like the deck plates fully ripple, like, which like even if Bina had managed to like avoid this, would have like caused her internal like mental damage, because like now like the damage that this is going to do to the engine room itself is
Awesome.
but you basically, as like this ripple goes, all of you who failed, you take 2 points of damage, and
Okay.
all of you are just knocked sprawled.
Okay.
Question.
Does
Is
armor
this-
help
is-
with this?
Is this kinetic energy?
Oh shit, you're absolutely correct. It is. It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then no damage.
200%.
Wait, would the other?
Wow.
No, they were though. That was like electric energy. Like
Okay,
that was
okay.
definitely got us. Like,
Yeah,
but
no,
this
that was
is
definitely
it was gas
Good.
and electricity. Those definitely got us.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
this is
yeah.
kinetic energy.
This
Sounds
is kinetic
good.
energy.
Yeah.
So nobody takes any damage, but you're all like knocked
We all-
fucking just
Clutch.
yeah. Y'all are knocked
Clutch.
except for Taeon, who is not.
You're good. You're great.
Taeon just just literally like sort of like blips out of like
Yeah.
time for like a split second and blips back in on the other side of the ripple. So yeah.
He's the
God.
only one I can defend us against right now. So I'm glad.
Yeah. No,
was a
that's
world of
very
difference.
true. That's very true.
God.
Yeah, that's why I took out Storm as quickly as I can. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, yo,
I can't
goodbye.
do shit about her.
Yeah, no, like you're absolutely correct. But yeah, so he is now like right up in Taeon's face. Y'all are knocked prone, and you'll have to spend your action to like
Getting up.
get up again. But like,
Okay.
that's that. All of that. It is on you. What are all of you doing? Getting up, probably.
Okay, are
Yeah,
they
no.
are okay? My two
No, I just
Are
lay on
all-
the floor.
are all three of them within immediate range of me?
Sorry, who are you referring to?
Sorry, my friends, my allies.
Taeon isn't, I don't believe, but the rest of them are.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm at
How
short
far
range.
is the door from us?
It's probably. I'd say it's definitely within. It's definitely within a long range for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
is it open? Because a bunch of people just ran out.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, it's like. Yeah, I would say it's still open.
How far can I see down the hallway?
Not very from the angle that you're in, but like you can see, maybe like another 30 feet in from there.
Okay, I reach out, grab two of my friends, and I'm gonna living light us down as far as I can see into the hallway.
Yeah,
Six,
literally,
six,
like all of you are like on the ground. Bina just sort of like arms, like two arms on each person, just whoosh.
I like to think our backs like hit the ground, and then like 1 second later we just feel your arms, and then we just like woof through
Yeah.
the hall.
All
Taeon
right.
Fall
his
over
breast.
and take no damage. Like you're not. It doesn't hurt surprisingly.
Yeah.
And Bina slaps you both.
Yeah, like it's weird because you like feel the pressure of it, but like none of the like pain
Yeah.
of like any damage being taken.
And both of you, I think it's like a weird like
Mhm.
like humming almost like feeling over like your entire body as you dissolve into light particles and we
Whoa.
just kind of disappear entirely.
Mhm.
Taeon has made it known that he is good, so I will get these
Yeah.
two out of here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's like getting a filling.
Sounds
And
like
for the next
love
for
when
the
she
next
does
round,
the light thing.
for the next round, okay, so I'm gonna have to ask you what I needed to spend, but
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
next round we are incorporeal, and you can not take more than a single point of damage.
Cool.
But
That's awesome.
oh wait, no, this is built in. This isn't. I'm not fucking with this ability. I can just take people with me. Each level of effort you apply allows you to bring along an additional person. Cool. I can
Mhm.
just.
Yeah.
Great. I didn't have to ask
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Got it.
Cool. All right. So as you all are like out of the engine room, Peach and Mason, you still have actions, I believe.
Are we?
Sorry.
Do we reappear standing?
Sure. I'll say yeah,
Cool.
absolutely. Mhm. Like if Taeon can far
Cool.
step to a standing position, y'all can like
Mhm.
living light to a standing position. So
Sorry. I guess I probably should let you guys go first.
No, I'm
No,
going.
I mean-
I'm going to unless Mason has something he wants to do first. I'm gonna like reach over to. Wait, can we? We can still act even though we're incorporeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
You
gonna.
just don't take damage.
Okay, I'm gonna reach over to Bina and like it's kind of weird because my hand is kind of like weird and incorporeal. And I'm gonna use regeneration. So Peach just kind of turns to you and is like, oh, thanks. And hold on, I'm pulling up the ability because I haven't used it before. But I'm gonna restore your might.
Thanks.
And so for each round you heal one. Each round you heal one might in your might pool. And it can go up to a total of 12, or it can do 6.
I don't have that many white points.
So I then total of 12 is what it'll heal to. So
okay,
Mhm.
cool.
and
I
it
only
won't
have
go
11.
over your max, but that means it'll just heal up to your max. So every round, add 1 to your max.
I am tiny rage. In my single point. Okay.
Yeah, so you just kind of feel this like warm feeling over your body, and then you start to like kind of heal up a little bit.
Sweet. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
That
To your abilities I haven't gotten to use yet.
brings Mason. What are you doing?
I'd like to heal,
Okay. Yeah.
please.
You taking a recovery roll?
I'm taking a recovery
Great.
roll. This would be my second one,
Yeah.
Second
not
action.
in
Yeah.
this session, but to
Right, the second action one. Yeah, because
Mhm.
Mason gets an extra. Yeah.
That's right,
Awesome.
baby.
hmm
I was like,
That's
wait,
what
we
I'm
get our action one back.
No, Mason has 2.
He's got to.
Yeah, I have
Cool.
my power shift and healing.
Mason's got his own healing factor.
Hell yeah.
All
That's
right.
that's how we see future Mason.
Yeah. All right. Well then, in that case, that brings us back to Taeyeon.
I'm trying to decide like how serious or how playful Taeyeon is in right now. I think he's seen Bina and Peach and everyone's in a rough situation. So I think he's very serious. So it's just kind of like the moment, like almost the moment Rage like slams down the plates, knocks everyone over. I think everyone still was invisible anyway, but I think you can assume that it hit hard anyway. And I assume then we saw the light because I'm guessing the light
Yeah.
isn't invisible.
Yeah,
So we saw the light
immediately as soon
travel.
as Bina like they all like sort of discorporate, like you see that like sort of
Invisibility
Okay.
goes
Yeah.
away as they turn into
light,
light.
and then they just sort of zoom.
Okay.
Just
In that case,
Invisibility to light pipeline.
he immediately he just like, we're on a mission, we need to move, everyone's retreating, so I'm gonna have to retreat as well, let me just deal with this, and I want to try and touch and exile Rage as well.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. That is going to be a speed task difficulty 7 on this.
okay.
Nope, I lied. It's not. It's a difficulty 5.
Thank God. I'm like,
He's-
please be slower.
he's real
Yes.
big.
He's beefy.
He's real
Yeah,
big.
he's beefy, but not. Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I'm
yeah.
glad I looked, because like, yeah.
Does this count as trained in tasks involving sight?
No, I'm not gonna give this one to you.
Damn it.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give this one to you because the
We
sight
like
is
that.
like one of the least important parts
Yeah.
here. Because like he's big enough that you could do this without looking. So
Yeah. Yeah, fair. Okay, so speed, I'll use a level of effort. Ooh, I'm going pretty low on speed. Actually, for attack roll specifically. Wait, I think targeting I might apply in this case. Let me check. You trained in any physical range? Nope, range.
no. Okay.
Damn it. Yeah, that's it. So bump it down to 4.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
12 or better.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do? I really want there to be something else I can do. My luck has been good, but it won't last for long. I want to bump it down another
Okay.
level.
All right.
So that's
Yeah, 9 or better.
3. So 9 or better.
Mhm.
I knew it. I'm gonna use XP to
figured.
reroll.
I figured that was gonna happen. Yeah.
A 9. I got a 9 exactly.
Your dice are all about
Wow.
the drama tonight, Drac.
Yeah. My heart can't take it.
Yeah. So what happens? Tell me what happens.
So I think it's kind of like a thing where I turn, actually because of the position, and it probably was like Rage is probably in between me and the rest of the group, I'd assume. So I think I kind of look past the shoulder and see them like turn into that and like shoot out the door. So I'm like, I basically like, I practically, it looks like I just ignore Rage and run past him, but as I do, I slap his shoulder. And like it kind of like is almost like a vacuum thing where he just sucks into.
Yeah, literally, like
a-
as you run past him, he's like raising an enormous fist, like roughly the size of Tan's entire torso, and just sort of like comes to bring it down on you, and then just sort of, and then just gets pulled. Like you, Tan, you
Yes.
watch you watch as like that, like the fear, just like the terror, like that all that rage just begins to like drain to like terror, and you like it's like you're literally like watching the like flashbacks happen.
Yeah.
Like you're
Yes,
watching.
this hopefully isn't as bad as the last time, but it
It's-
still sucks.
It definitely won't be, but he doesn't know that.
He doesn't
know that.
So you're watching like that like terror as he looks at you, Tan, and like as he's like poised to, like his fist comes down, he like sort of like reaches out to you, like hands out to you, and then just and then just
Tayan
gone.
doesn't even look.
Mhm.
Doesn't even look at him. Just like walks right past him as he's sucked in,
Mhm.
and keeps going
Stone
to
cold.
reach the rest of the group.
MVP.
All
MVP.
right.
Pink.
Um,
I love Tan. I'm a Tan stan.
Tan, you rejoin. Like
A
as you like you
stan.
look up, you can hear, you can see like where the power armored troops are like still like rocket jumping up to like higher levels still. And as you make your way out into the corridor outside, rejoining the others who are still like sort of like they're basically like light projections of themselves. You can see through them as they're
Ooh.
out there.
We should move fast. We only have about 10 minutes before those two appear again. I'm assuming like not very long before the power suits start coming after us, right, Peach?
Yeah.
It's been what, like
Been a
30
few rounds.
seconds?
Yeah.
It's been a couple of rounds.
It's
Thank
Are we
you.
out
probably
of-
not even that much.
We're out of combat?
Yep.
I would like to do two things. One, that tool that I picked up, as soon as we recorporalize, I'm gonna foul aura it. And I'm gonna hand it to someone else. And
I'll
then I'm
take it.
gonna spend to make us invisible again so we can start moving.
Wait, sorry. So, what is it you're doing?
So foul aura is an ability that will make it harder to hit us, and it makes people will avoid us. You imbue an item or an object no larger than yourself with an aura of doom, fear, or doubt for 1 day. Creatures that understand you feel the urge to move at least a short distance away from the object. If a creature doesn't move, the difficulty to all attacks defense attempted within the aura is +1. The duration, but that's if I'm spending more. But it's one item, and it's the aura is temporarily blocked while the object is covered or contained. So if someone wants to like put it in a pocket until we need it, I'm just gonna give it to someone, and then I'm gonna spend to make us invisible again.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take it.
We
I'll
have
put it in my
probably 8 minutes left
Yeah.
on the
So-
invisibility or something like
So
that.
the way that this goes is you just sort of like do that, and immediately like all of you feel like this compulsion to move away from Bina, but like she just like quickly shoves it in like somebody's bag or something.
Yeah.
And like y'all
Might come
can
in handy.
y'all can decide
Who
that.
wants it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to whoever wants it.
Mhm.
I think Olivia said
Take it.
Peach has it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Makes sense,
So yeah,
yeah.
you like shove
Yeah.
it into like Peach's one of like Peach's bags, and then you just like as you do that, all of you kind of like feel the relief hit, and then Bina like pushes outwards, and you watch as that sort of bubble, like first Bina goes invisible, and then all of you like slowly start being able to see her again as that bubble like expands out as Bina bends the light around all of you, and from the outside it just looks like all of you just sort of vanish, and that's where we're gonna go to break.
Let's go.
Okay. 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 Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
All right. We'll be back in
Smart
in just a
moves,
little bit.
everybody.
We'll be back in just a little bit, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. We are back this time with more desktop audio than the last time we were back.
100% more.
100% more
audio.
desktop audio, so you can actually hear everyone. I say, bold of me to assume that the tech worked properly. All right. Welcome back. When we left off, the crew had just successfully outwitted a whole ambush, basically, clearly prepared for them to come and attempt the exact task they were attempting, to disable the ship.
At least we're consistent.
It's true. Yeah, you got a brand. You've got a brand. Like, whether that's good or bad, that's for other people to decide. So, currently, all of you are rushing down the. That's not what I was trying to do. Here we go. You're rushing down the corridors invisibly in this this large capital ship, looking for the gravity well generators.
Like, could I access like a wall terminal to get us like schematics or like a directory or like a floor or something at least to get us?
I would say generally that is a thing that you could do on a ship like this. That's going to be high, like any kind of schematics are going to be like high level security,
That's
clearance
fair.
kind of thing. You could still attempt to get them, but it's going to require you to do a little bit of like Ada's specialty, which is
Which I'm not good at. That's
Yeah.
not something that Bina can do.
Yeah, Bina is unfortunately not a code monkey, so
No. No, she does the physical stuff.
Yeah, the hardware, not the
Ada
software.
does all the Ada software, Bina's hardware.
yeah.
They are the perfect team. Okay.
Like, that being said, Bina is familiar with the basic layout of these ships, and
Yeah.
you know a general direction of where.
like visibly we could see them from the outside.
Yes.
And she's kind of, I feel like just as Bina as someone who like is in ships, like
Bina
could
has
probably
an
orient
educated
herself.
guess. Like,
Yeah, she could orient herself with relative,
Yeah.
certainty on her part. So
Yeah.
I'll do something like that. I feel
yeah, like you definitely
allow
have,
me
like,
to attempt to
so,
lead us in the right direction.
So tell you what, let's make this a roll because I think that makes
Okay.
the most sense here.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
let's
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead and make this this is gonna be an intellect task, and the difficulty on this I think is going to be a 4.
Okay.
No, I don't think I'm gonna make it a 4. I think it makes more sense for it to be a difficulty 3 task actually.
Okay. Mechanic. My
Um,
history with ships. That's a kind of it's kind of shoehorning it into that, but I wasn't sure how to.
I'm not sure that
apply that.
one's gonna
Okay.
apply in this case.
Tasks involving sight.
I was thinking it.
Like,
I'm navigating.
The
Look, I'm just throwing it. I'm just throwing it.
The only way that like I think that is in some way applicable here is like, but being able to like see
You can
from
say
the
no.
outside. I know. I'm trying to process it out. Seeing from the outside where these things are located, and now sort of like being inside. But I think that process is actually more of like an intellectual process, not a visual process.
Okay,
Because
cool,
it's
cool,
more
cool.
like reasoning based on So I think I'm gonna say no.
Like spatial awareness rather than
Yeah.
just being aware of space.
Okay. So then, I don't know if you'll let me use this here, but I'm gonna try. So I have an ability called Improvise.
Mhm.
Since I have no training in this task, when you perform a task that you're not trained in, you can improvise to gain an asset on a task. A tool you cobble together, a sudden insight to overcome a problem, or a rush of luck.
Yeah,
To
I think that
gain an
absolutely applies here.
Asset here.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
so
absolutely applies.
I spend 3 for that. And then
You said it gives you an asset?
it gives me an asset, which means I can't automatically drop it. But I had another one, which is why I did that. And then I'll roll on that.
Okay, so you're down to a difficulty 1, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
That's an 18.
Great, perfect. Yeah, you literally just sort of, this is like I imagine like Bina, like very quietly, just sort of like going through like, okay, what if it's like talking through like just.
This ship's schematic one from the outside we could tell, but there was an there's altered from whatever was the last time I did it. Like she's like not even, you can't even hear the words she's saying half of the time.
Yeah.
Like they're just like half words as she's like talking herself through, and like yeah.
Yeah. So, you start kind of navigating the corridors, doing your best. Occasionally, you'll like bump into like a space where you're like, there was supposed to be an access hatchway here, but there isn't. Okay, let's go. And then you're like,
Let's rework this.
let's
Yeah.
rework this. Yeah. You eventually manage to find yourself in, I wouldn't call it a corridor so much as it is a like more just sort of like a long room that if you had to guess probably takes up a good like maybe about a quarter of the length of the ship. So like it is huge. And it's basically what it is sort of like a large empty bay. And Bina, I would say that being familiar with the like design of these large capital ships, right? You would know that essentially what has happened here is that entire sections of the like standard design of the ship have been just fully yanked out to make room for these gravity well generators, which you can see. So from the outside, when you saw them, they looked sort of like these semi-spherical protrusions. There are 4 of them, 2 on either side. what you're seeing from the inside is that they aren't just semi-spherical protrusions, they are full spheres. The other half of which is inside of this sort of cavernous space within the length of the ship. You can tell very those are definitely you can hear the soft whoom, whoom, whoom coming from inside of them, and you can tell that there's definitely some sort of rotor or something spinning inside, something that is generating that kind of like gravitational force inside of these things. You can, even in here, even though you know that it's like they probably has some sort of like directional sort of thing that it allows it to channel it outwards, that sort of gravitational energy that gets generated here, channel it outwards, you can still feel it in here, as like basically it almost feels like you want to, like, as you're walking, if you're not careful, you feel like almost like you stumble towards it. Like, it's very like the gravity in this let's put it this way, the gravity in this cavernous space is fucky. Like, it is. Yeah,
to put it scientifically.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a scientific term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Drac is the as the resident STEM person here. I think you'll agree.
That's exactly. Yeah,
Mhm.
It was actually how Newton quoted it in his first law of motion.
I do vaguely recall
gravity's
that.
fucky. Yeah.
That's what I learned in physics.
Yeah. Every action has an equal and oppositely fucky reaction.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
remember that.
Who knew? It's Infinite Horizon. Also very educational.
The more you know. Anyway, this is what happens when we decompress immediately after stress. This is what happens. Like, go from stress to this and just. Anyway, so finding your way through this is not difficult, but one thing that you're having trouble doing, Bina, is pinpointing exactly where there might be any kind of like control station or anything like that. You're not seeing any sort of like power regulation or anything like that down here, like at least not immediately obvious.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, in this big long open space, are we looking at all of them, or is there only just
here,
one?
Just the two.
Just
you're
the two.
Seeing,
okay.
Like you're seeing the one where you are, and then the one way further down. You can see the next one.
And from looking at the ship from the outside earlier, how many total are there?
There's 4.
4 total. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
2 on each side.
2 on each side. Got it. So we're on one side.
Right now, I'd say you're probably on the port side of the.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. So I don't see any way to access them. I'm assuming all of their controls are on the bridge somewhere. So we're probably gonna have to get funky with it.
Yeah, probably. Do you just want to try and smash and destroy what we can here?
Maybe, and then just go?
Yeah. Peach, do you still have enough juice left in you to take us back?
Yeah, I can get us out.
Okay.
I could try, but I don't trust that there isn't some kind of radiation after I
Yeah.
jumped in the first time.
Okay, so do we just want to try to wreck one of them and hope whatever reaction happens might disable the whole ship? Or do we want to try to mess with both of them in here?
I think we can try both. We could to take on this one here, another to take on the other.
Okay. How many entrances are there to this space? Like, are there a lot?
Unclear. Yeah, there could be a lot.
Okay.
There could be a lot of entrances.
Okay, so then
Because
as
like
soon
this,
as
this basically like this space that you're in takes up fully like a quarter of the
the
of
whole,
like the
that's
length.
what I was like, it's probably, there's
yeah.
a lot. Okay, so then maybe we just focus on one, because I think as soon as we start making moves at this, security is going to be on their way, and there's no way we can seal off this whole space.
Okay.
Because I think we need to move as fast as possible, do as much as damage as we can, as fast as we can, and then just go and hope for the best.
Wait, this, and he pulls out the singularity like detonator.
Mhm.
what if you just quickly tell me where I can place this in one of the other ones, and I can exile it, and it's like a 10-minute timer.
Okay, that's interesting. What do I know? Can I? Bina doesn't do weapon stuff like this, so like, is there anything I can glean from just visual observation of these things as far as like getting inside of one,
Like,
knowing
weak
anything about
points?
them? Yeah,
So
maybe not even weak points, but just like
yeah.
understanding them in any
Yeah.
way.
I'll give
Because I
you-
don't think Bina would know anything.
Right. I'll give you this
Yeah.
for free because like this is, I think, it makes sense. Bina's expertise plus like just sort of logical sort of discernment. I'm gonna give you this for free. Getting inside, probably a bad idea.
Yeah, that's
But
no,
like,
there's
but as far as so you're talking.
manipulating it in any
Yeah, yeah,
way
yeah.
or like
Okay, I'm also gonna give this to you for free because again, Bina's
Okay.
expertise. You may not know much about weapons, but you do know systems.
yes.
This thing has to have some sort of power regulation somewhere,
Mhm.
like somewhere nearby, because otherwise that is some incredible power draw that would just fully like that would cause havoc on like the ship systems if it didn't
It's
have.
gotta be really intense. Like this could eviscerate an entire. So there are 4 of these globes in here. That's
Mhm.
That's kind of what I've been thinking about. Like, how can we?
Yeah.
We might not be able to manipulate them specifically, but if we can manipulate their containment, or like, that might be useful.
The other thing,
yeah.
thing, and this is also something I'm going to give you for free because it kind of is like the next logical assumption for Bina after this is that for power draw like this, the power regulation system cannot be far away because otherwise
Yes.
it loses effectiveness like the further away from the
has to
source it is.
travel.
It loses its effectiveness. For maximum efficiency, it would have to be relatively close.
Okay, I think she's saying all of this out loud to everybody, so
Could
that
you
everyone just kind of knows.
Could you trace it back to the power source? Could we disable that
Maybe.
in some way?
if we
fuck with it?
if we overload if we can overload the power source, can I infer what would happen to these globes?
This is where now you start kind of butting up against Bina's like
The end of her
the
knowledge.
end because you're starting to butt up against it here. So I think I might require a roll for that
Cool.
particular knowledge, but yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think she's also saying, like, asking that out loud too to everyone.
Mhm.
I mean, Tam kind of knows weapons, but I don't know if
I
this
know
is
it has to go-
anywhere near.
Yeah, I know it's go
Anyway.
pew pew, but I
okay.
don't know why they go pew pew.
Fair. Okay. Awesome. I want to try. I want to try to roll on it then, just
Okay,
by
yeah.
observation, what we've learned, what she knows about
Yeah.
just systems in general. If I could infer what would happen.
Okay.
Okay, what am I rolling
So, this is gonna be an intellect task. The difficulty of which is, I think the difficulty on this one is gonna be 6. This is pretty advanced tech that you're looking
Excellent.
at here. So.
Okay. Mechanic.
Yeah.
Okay. Drops down to 4. Tasks involving sight because it's a visual diagnostic.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that. I think I'm gonna
Again,
allow
cool
it.
if
I'm
not,
gonna allow it in
but-
this case because I think there
Okay.
might be specific like visual cues that you might be able to pick up on just by
Fair.
looking.
Because I'm gonna
at
have to
stuff.
look to find
Yeah.
where the power source is, anyways. Okay.
Mhm.
And then my edge eats the last.
Okay, so are you gonna roll
I'm
on
gonna
this
roll
one?
for. Yes, I'm
Okay.
gonna roll for. It's an 11.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So
Nothing special.
yeah, you just sort of like you kind of make a quick like sort of circle around this sort of this dome kind of protruding into the thing. It is massive. This thing is probably in diameter. You would probably fit like a small skyscraper
Oh
in
my gosh.
like in diameter.
Shit.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It is yeah. Like, and I will emphasize a small skyscraper, but still, like, it's, yeah. But as you sort of like start kind of circle kind of around the edge of this thing, you start noting like little like what appear to be like power regulation nodes, like nothing that's gonna like help you like specifically manipulate the power flow, but more like this is like related to like the regulation. And as you're looking at them, you're kind of like noting these things based on what you're seeing as like as far as like the particular types of regulation nodes that you're noting. You can probably make a pretty solid guess of like how the power regulation systems are affecting these things, and based on that, I would say that Bina would know that if you were to try to like cause some sort of like surge or sort of overload the the power regulation system, what would likely happen, you can't speak to like pretty much still the wild card here for Bina is going to be like exactly what the weapons themselves are going to do. But as far as how the power regulation systems would respond, you know that whatever happens would probably result in a catastrophic chain reaction.
Yes. Okay, that's what I was anticipating. However, good to know. Second follow-up question.
Like again, I will also emphasize that is the power systems themselves. You have no idea how the weapons, how like the generation will react.
Yes.
But like, yeah.
The follow-up question would be the inverse if we cut power to the regulation systems.
If you cut power to the regulation systems, these things are probably just like, the regulation system. But it would probably, what it would do is like cause all kinds of like
containment. Yeah.
It'll be a less immediate effect, but it will like sort of like over time. You're not, and there's no way to know how much time because you'd need to know the exact figures for like power draw and like all these sorts of things. But like over time, eventually, those the reason to have the power regulation systems in the first place is to prevent like surges or not surges, to prevent like shorts and things like that, prevent systems from like overheating and causing all kinds of like system glitches and like throughout over time. Again, no idea how much time, but over time that would probably cause some it would result in this ship needing some serious maintenance to even continue. Yeah.
Okay, so I think our best catastrophic option is going to be overloading. I think she kind of talks through all of that, points out the things that she's noticed and like where things are connected and where things and what she kind of just spews things that she knows about like power systems and how these things, and we'll kind of exactly how Lucas did, we'll re-emphasize that she doesn't know how the weapon works. However, we can only hope. But okay, so if we find a way to overload the power systems, the regulation system, at the same time we drop the singularity, I don't know if we can get in, but on or next to or something, double that up, maybe that would be enough to.
I know it's bad for us to go in, but could Tuon go in?
That's still Taeon.
Oh, okay. It's still you.
Just in the future, just like seconds in the future, Oh, I
always thought it was a duplicate you. Okay, I guess maybe I should ask how your abilities work more closely.
Anything Tuon does, I technically also do, and I also take damage from it as well. So if Tuon gets hurt, I get just as hurt.
I have an idea. If I can show you guys how to overload the power, I could jump in as living light and then drop it and come back out, because I can't take damage when I'm made of light. I don't know if that would work or if that would kill me immediately. However, I theoretically can't be hurt.
I will say that exiling the thing is still an option. I don't think I could dismiss it. I think it's exactly 10 minutes. So so it'll be exactly 10 minutes. I can set a timer and we can overload it. But again, that doesn't mean we'll be here for 10 minutes, or at least working on this for at least 10 minutes before we can leave. That will hopefully make sure no one's in the blast radius of the bomb at the very least. But again, it does mean that we're here for longer than we probably want to be.
Yeah, the environment inside one of those things would be extremely hostile.
Which is why I want to make it interact with the singularity.
I'm going to give you this one for free because this is general science knowledge. Gravity and light.
That's true. They don't. Yeah, gravity bends light. Yeah.
Okay, especially that extreme. Yeah,
especially that extreme. It's literally, it would be almost like trying to be inside of like a small black hole, basically.
That's fair. Question. Okay. So how were these contained? like these weapons? Like what? Like is it like are they like super reinforced, or does it seem like
Yeah, a
are
combination
they just
of that.
here? Like
Yeah, it's a combination of that and like the technology that involved in these things has some sort of like projection system, basically, where like the gravity is being generated in like in the well of this sphere, but it's like basically being like pushed outwards from the ship. So it's almost like basically turns it probably is actually the reason that there's 4 of them and they're on either side of the ship, is what it's basically doing is it's turning the it's like basically like a black hole pull, but like put like angled outwards. So like the ship is sort of at a like almost like the eye of a storm of gravity, essentially.
oh, we mess up one of these, the whole thing thing goes then. Like they're gonna lose. They're not gonna be able to even steer this ship.
Yeah.
If we mess up one of them, theoretically.
It would cause
And
some
if this
serious
chain
problems.
reaction, if this chain reaction is as catastrophic as we're hoping, it might end up taking out at least one of the other ones, which would really make this thing dead in the water. And maybe, depending on how close the other ships are, maybe take out another ship. which is what I'm hoping for, but I don't know if we're gonna do that much damage. So okay, so have I, with all of my like mental calculations, would I have been able to locate where the power is for the containment or for the regulation system is?
With those rolls, I'll give you this. There are definitely like, it's something that was easy to miss at first, in such a large area, but there are definitely like you can see some like maintenance hatches that look like they're like Bina would know these are the kinds of maintenance hatches that lead to like other service areas nearby. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So
sorry, I just want to back up because I think Freeman, were you going to say something earlier?
Was I? I don't know. I think I had an idea, but about maybe volunteering to go in on this mission because I can adapt things, but I don't know how severe.
So like, how far in is it? Like it's it's just I'm a little bit confused visually, like how, because we can't just like throw it in, like it's not.
No, it's shut like completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
First thing.
Going in is going to be bad for anyone, I think.
Like Bina's is like the quick in and out, but Mason can probably.
But I don't know if I'd be able to get out actually. Now that we're talking about gravity, yeah.
Of all of you,
yeah,
Mason might have the best chance of surviving in there for at least a short time.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Can you have, when you teleport, you have to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't want to do that.
You still have that thing for 24 hours, right? That like helps you.
What thing?
What?
Don't you still have that thing that you used for the gas that helped you adapt to it? Or no?
Oh, that's
that
one
like
round.
a 1 round? Oh, I thought it said for 24
and that's
hours.
specifically for the gas as well.
I think there's one usage of it that works that way, and then there's another that it's similar to. I think
that's kind of what I've thought too.
There's one usage of it that works in the way that you're describing, Olivia, and then there's a different usage of it, which is the one that Mason did, I think.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense to me. Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. How much XP would we need to spend to make someone's teleportation ability not need to include them? Like to adapt an ability to, instead of, having to teleport yourself to teleport an item. Like how much, like
could be cool.
Like a long-term effect is like 3, or like a long-term benefit is like 3 XP or something like that. Like I don't know.
Interesting.
That's the only other thing I can think of without killing someone.
Player intrusion.
Like a player, yeah. Like
you can definitely spend. I think you could probably. I think you could, but here's what I'm gonna say. In this instance, one of the reasons why it's not gonna, because I'm basically what I'm doing right now is essentially justifying why I'm not going to allow that player intrusion.
That's fine.
And the reason for it is because in the realm of teleportation abilities, the ones that I think would be viable for this, basically Taeon's teleportation abilities, gravity and time interact in
Yes.
interesting ways.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Same with gravity and light. So
Yeah.
all of our teleportation options make
Yeah.
this super difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Just wanted to ask. and
Yeah,
throw
no,
that
it's
out
a good thought, and like the answer to your question in a general sense
there.
is
Normal.
like yeah, that could work. In
Yeah,
this
but
specific
this is
sense,
weird.
this is kind of things are a little weird.
Fair.
Like
I
we
thought it
said,
might be,
gravity is
but-
fucky. You know.
Gravity is fucking.
Yeah,
But, like,
as Newton
we
one
can't-
cent.
Yeah.
So we can't go in, like, the reason we're talking about teleportation is it's impossible to access otherwise,
No,
right?
it's
Without-
not
Well,
impossible
it
to
would
access.
kill us
It's just
anyways.
yeah, it's not impossible to access. It's just being in there is
Is lethal.
yeah.
So, like, could I send in like a night, like if I did nightmare and created like a nightmare creature, could it take the bomb inside?
Mm,
Huh.
maybe
Because it like it can attack things, like it interacts, it becomes real.
right.
So
no, I'm not
it
concerned
would
about
have
physicality. I'm
yeah,
mm,
because I command it.
yeah. I
You could. I mean, the attack would be throwing the bomb into. If it specifically has to attack, I mean that's.
I think. I mean, it's not. There's no reason you couldn't attempt that. There's no reason that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like there's nothing like there's nothing that would stop that would like in terms of like physics or whatever, right? But like that creature would still be subject to like the whatever, like the environment on the inside.
Yeah, I mean it has 15 health.
Yeah.
Hopefully to get far enough.
It just needs to be in. It just needs to take it in, is all. Okay.
Yeah.
So. And there's not like any sort of like access hatch that's like maintenance specific to it because they have to upkeep it somehow. Would they have to turn it off to be inside of it? Like, is that?
Yes, they definitely
yes. Okay.
would. I mean,
like it's not something that just goes all the time. Like,
No,
like
no,
it
no.
can be turned off. Okay. That was the other question.
Mhm.
It's not like a weird like perpetual motion thing where if you turn it off,
No,
it never
no,
works
no,
again.
no. It would have to be in order for like it to be maintenance, it would have to be turned off first.
Okay, so I think I want to start working on overloading the power system
Okay.
into the containment, and then we can kind of just start also figuring out how we want to get that inside because I'm worried that like I mean maybe it would be fine just out here, but I feel like it's gonna be the most useful inside of it, but I don't know how we're gonna get it in there. So I want to start working on like I'm gonna get into a maintenance hatch and just start messing with the shit.
Okay. Yeah, you open up the maintenance hatch and sort of like crawl into the access way, and sort of pulling yourself along through there.
Oh, wait, before you do that, as I see you crawling through, you just kind of like, I think he's still very much like in we need to get things done kind of mode, so he doesn't even really talk or even really like turn around to look at Bina, but his tail kind of taps Bina on like the thigh as she is crouching down to get into the hatch, and I'm going to put rapid processing. So there's all a bunch of like speed tasks as ease, speed defense rolls at ease, but you can also do an extra action in that time. So like I guess narratively, whatever you do it a bit faster.
Awesome. Okay, so extra action and
Also, make sure you've been healing this.
I know. I put it. I figured we had been. It had
Yeah,
been more
definitely.
than 8 rounds or whatever.
It would have
Yeah.
for
So your
sure
might
run
should
its
be
course.
back at max.
Back
No,
at
like
max,
it took
yeah.
you like to get here and then to sort of like parse your the whole thing. This would have been like about like 15 minutes or so. Like it would have
Yeah,
taken
yeah. So
probably even more than that.
In that case, I would have definitely let everyone know that my exile on Storm and Rage ended as well.
Mhm.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
sorry. Extra.
you
action,
have that for a minute.
It's extra action and
All speed tasks, including speed defense, are used.
speed tasks. Okay. Cool.
Okay, and before Bina, you crawled up wherever you're going. You should have just said, "Give me a signal if you want me to send something in there with the bomb."
Okay. Awesome. I think I'm just like in a wall next to it. I don't think I'm
Okay.
actually going anywhere in it or near it.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to just start messing with it and try to get it so that the power output is like times, like 100 or whatever. Like whatever I can get it to do, I want
Sure.
the output like cranked.
Okay, so you're going with overloading rather than cutting.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
I just want to start that process because I feel like it might take a while.
Yeah.
I want to get it to a point where it's like, if this is possible at all, get it to a point where like I just have to like turn the last thing and that'll go so that I can just, so we have time to figure out if we're doing anything else. And then I can just do it whenever we're ready.
Okay,
If
so
that's
you're
possible.
basically
I don't know.
So just so that I can sum up, so I'm understanding you. So you're setting it up so that all you have to do is just hit like a switch and like
Yeah.
make it go. Okay, cool.
If that's possible. If not, that's fine. I'll just start working on it.
I
but-
definitely think that's possible. Like you
Okay.
you could pretty easily do that. So I'm gonna have you make a roll on this one.
Yes.
As you crawl through and you basically find a place where like the maintenance access way opens up out into sort of like a larger space. Still not very high above Bina's head. Like most people I think in here would have to like kind of crouch, like duck down. You are like just a few inches below the surface, but you find where basically there's like a power regulation core, which is like, it's exactly what you expected to see. Like you find it, you're like, okay, there it is, you know. Yeah, walking up to it, kind of pulling out the console and starting to like work. I'm gonna have you make a roll. It's me and I think there's gonna be an intellect task.
Cool.
The difficulty of which is going to be, I think the difficulty on this is going to be 5. This is like
Cool.
something that it's tough to do without a crew, but like Bina, yeah.
Okay, so mechanic.
Yes, absolutely.
Gotta ask, task involving sight. I don't
No,
probably
I don't
not.
think so.
Probably
Not
not.
in this case.
Do I have like any asset from a tool or anything? Because I brought my like toolkit with, or like my terminal or anything.
Didn't you make yourself a tool a while back that like you used for like way back? Like we're talking like season 1. Like you made like some sort of tool that for the purposes
Maybe
of,
I remember talking about wanting to. I don't know.
I think you did.
Maybe we did.
You did.
We did?
I
Okay.
remember you using it at one point. So like.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna say that you do have some sort of like, yeah.
Okay, so mostly I just wanted to ask that because if I'm already having rapid processing and I'm going very fast, if I have a tool that I have an asset from, the task is already halved in speed again. So Mina is going 10,000 miles an hour right
Yeah.
now.
This is like this is a task that like is basically like you want to like at least half of a crew to do this, right? Like you want half of an engineering team to do this task, but Bina's just zipping around like all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably didn't need the tool asset, but I just wanted to be able to use that ability. So, okay,
Yeah.
and then since I have an asset, I have exploit advantage, drops it again, and then my edge can eat the last one.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm gonna roll anyways.
All right,
because
go for it.
We like to roll here.
Mhm.
4, so
Okay.
we're nothing special.
So like Bina
But I
just
dropped it entirely.
zipping around this place, like almost with almost Mason-esque speed. Like just because you're getting assistance from like a Teon ability, I'm gonna say that what this looks like is Bina is like almost sort of like phasing, like right, like the way that like Blink works,
Oh,
right? Like
yes.
Bina just sort of like phases from like where she's like sort of working over here, and then like you just sort of think about like, okay, now I gotta do that, and then just phase like
Oh, so
yeah.
fun. Oh my god, I bet she's being really dramatic and using living light too, because I can just do it for free. So I'm sure it's like there is so much, like it is just ungodly fast.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
fastest she's ever moved. This is probably the fastest she's ever moved outside of like a ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like and close
Bina
to
is
probably close to like Euphoria
living.
speeds right now, probably. Yeah, oh, she is like loving this. None of that's really important, but I think it's fun and I'm
yeah.
very excited about it.
Absolutely. I think it's very important, actually.
We're moving very quickly because we got shit to do. So if you guys have ideas,
yeah. So while like
I
while
don't know what
Bina's
to do
doing
next.
this, Bina, just so that you know, like just in terms so that we all have like an understanding of like basic distances here, like Bina probably only went like in order to get to this place. This is. I mean, you probably went a ways away. What you know, as working on this, now that you've seen it for yourself, you know that this is one of a sort of 2-part power regulation system,
Okay.
right? Because otherwise, in order to get them this close to like where they need to go, like it would need to be enormous.
Yeah.
or like very far away from them, which is
It's
bad.
also good to have backups, and
Exactly.
this is
So
a big,
this is-
expensive ship, so they for sure have like
Right.
duplicates.
So like basically like this is the one that's like that seems to be the power regulation for like the ones on this side of the ship essentially. But yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm
but
doing
yeah.
that. So
By the end of that, you're able to just sort of like set it up so that like all you have to do, like hell, you know what? You even like manage to tie it into your like a trigger to your terminal. Like you're able to
Nice.
like
Awesome.
yeah.
even better. Great.
Mhm.
She moves so fast. She
Yeah.
got it.
In the meantime, while that is happening, in the like 30 seconds that it takes to do that, what?
It's going 4 times speed right now, I think.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
more than
Yeah.
30. It probably takes a couple minutes to do it, but like,
Yeah.
what are the rest of you doing?
I'd like to analyze it to see what kind of like environment is on the inside.
Sure. I will go ahead and give me a this be a sort of like an investigation intellect task basically.
Awesome.
Um,
Oh, cool. What am I dealing with here in terms of challenge?
difficulty on this is
difficulty.
going to be it's probably going to be a difficulty 4 on this.
All right, I'm trained.
No, sorry, it's going to be a difficulty 5. It's going to be a difficulty 5 for sure.
I'm trained in tasks involving perception, if that works.
Yep, perception. For sure.
And I'm going to use some investigation as a skill. I'm going to pull out, if it helps, my little magnifying glass.
Yeah, absolutely. You gain an asset
Analyze
from that.
this-
You're down to a difficulty 2 right now, I believe.
And then can I use my skill assessing danger?
Yeah,
Just
I
quick.
think absolutely. That's exactly what you're doing here.
I think I'll leave it at
Yeah, you got a difficulty
At
1
that.
right now. Yep. All right, go ahead and give me a roll.
10.
10. Okay. So, Mason, you sort of kind of looking around, you kind of pull out your little glass, and you can see as like the readings start like scrolling down it. Yeah, you're just sort of like kind of analyzing. You're watching as you're getting these ticks. It's scrolling down, and it's basically what it is doing, and is sort of like extrapolating from like you are sort of moving around to different points, getting readings from different points of this thing. And as you can see that what it's doing is it's extrapolating the like gravitational impact that it's having on the inside of the ship, and using the like information that you sort of are like picking up from like different areas nearby. Like there might be like a power monitor somewhere nearby, and you're sort of like looking at it and sort of information and stuff like that. It's using that data, it's sort of like collating it and sort of extrapolating what, like, given the gravitational impact on this side of it, what the gravitational force is on the inside. And so as you start kind of moving around, you see that it starts results start coming in. It would be inaccurate to compare as the results roll in. It would be inaccurate you realize it's inaccurate to compare the interior of this gravity well projector to a black hole, because it's nowhere close to the gravitational pull of a black hole. If it was, you'd be having other problems right now. It's basically just sort of like what is essentially happening is a minor micro singularity is being generated inside this thing. It is similar, actually very similar to the technology that's used by some species in the galaxy to sort of like power their vessels. It's similar to that technology. Given that you have it's actually probably based on the same technology. So given that you have a point of reference. With that inside, it would be rough in there, but you've never tested your power. It would be the ultimate test of your abilities. It's possible, but it would be the ultimate test of your abilities. You don't know. That's the scary part.
So cool. I think it'd be so cool.
That's the scary part of this whole thing, Mason, is that you think that maybe, but without ever having tested your ability to adapt to that degree, you don't know if there are limitations on your ability. You have absolutely no idea. So that's the thing. Like, you think maybe, but
If we all boost you up with every single thing that we have,
Everything we have.
maybe we could do it. I don't want to kill Mason though, so it is up to you. But
Yeah.
if we stacked everything we had on you, like, could be an option.
I walk back to let's see, who do we have here?
I think
Peach.
Bina went by
Monte on
herself,
our-
right?
That's
Yeah,
right.
So the rest of all of you are still there.
Yeah.
Well, I've done some investigation of my own.
What'd you
And
find out?
there is a chance. I think I could do it. I think I could go in there. I may have not have tested the full capacity of my abilities. I know I haven't, but if future Mason is any indication, then I feel like I've got a good chance. Future Mason was hurled through space and then came back. Can't I then go into this, whatever this is?
We don't know if those versions of us, our abilities work the same way as theirs.
No.
They've
But we can have faith.
If
That's
you
what I
think you can
believe.
do it, I'm not going to say no, but I still would like some kind of backup plan in case something goes wrong, a way for us to pull you out first before we go ahead with this, just in case.
I love contingencies.
Yeah. No, it's just a matter of thinking of one.
I don't know if there's a easy way out of there. Wouldn't it be safer if I just sent something that wasn't my friend into it?
Wait, you can send something in there?
I could try. I mean, why couldn't I send? I've created creatures out of nothing before. Why can't I send one in there?
There is nothing saying you couldn't, but I think the issue here is time. Do we have time to do that and then have it fail? I mean, I'm not questioning your abilities, but I don't know.
I think we don't have much time. Storm and Rage, my exiles are worn off, and they're most likely coming this way, along with the power suits that you told to flee. So I think we have to make a decision. Honestly, I think right now, I think I'm gonna trust Mason. He seems fairly confident that he can do this.
Yeah, confident.
At this point, Bina is like pulling herself out of the hatch.
She's got a tool in her mouth and she's like slides out like on her back and she goes, "Okay, I think we're good to go." Mostly, I got both of them. I had to work with both power things.
You would have only been able to do the one, but like the thing is,
Okay.
if you send a surge through that one, like they're connected. Is the
Connected.
thing.
Okay,
So, like,
cool.
Yeah. It'll be what you're doing will be less effective on the other side of the ship because it's like the power regulator on that side is unaffected.
Oh, got it. I see.
Right.
Yes.
But it'll still affect that side. It just won't be as effective as it is on this side of the ship.
Cool. Hopefully, if we fuck this side up enough, it won't matter.
So when Bina says that, I'm just gonna toss the bomb over to Mason. You think you can do it?
So what's the plan?
I'm going in.
Okay. What kind of, in above game mechanical terms, what type of damage do we think gets done inside of a gravity weapon?
I'd imagine it's might.
And, like,
Well,
kinetic?
You mean in
No.
terms of like in some kind of energy that's being used?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I
that's
want to protect my friend.
I mean, like, yeah, it's basically the weird thing is it's basically like force.
Or yeah, I was
So
is
like,
it
Yeah.
force
it's
damage?
sort of like
Well, kinetic is
Is
kinetic
force.
energy. I mean, kinetic.
I know it's tough.
Yeah, it's
I'm
force.
trying to think-
Weird.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. So
I think it would still count as force.
I think
kinetic
so.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
because
we can.
if you want to get scientific with it, it's force is newtons, and so is the
Yeah.
and so is
Oh.
kinetic energies.
So yeah, I mean,
But-
like, but basically, you
Yeah,
could
joules.
just we can
Mhm.
just since this is a TTRPG, you
Yeah.
can just decide the end. Like you're familiar with gravity and like that sort of stuff, so like the energy that is, that's I think something that you could easily just sort of we can hand wave that one.
Cool. Well,
Mhm.
my friend has protected me several times today. And had literally took a bullet for me like 25 minutes ago. So
Yeah.
I want to do everything in my power to make sure that he gets out of this okay. So I'm gonna. It's
Oh.
been more than I think. The thing only lasts for like the first energy field. Maybe I'm wrong.
Mason
Invisibility is
pulls
10
out of his
minutes.
pocket like, "You call this a bullet?"
It's like this flattened high impact round that just like
I don't know why I'm carrying this around with me, and just tosses it.
Okay.
Souvenir.
Ugh.
I have to I have to give this to myself too to be able to give it to someone else. So we're both gonna take. You know what? I'm gonna do it to everybody again.
sure.
We're all gonna get the energy protection to whatever the fuck we decided gravity damages.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be two. I can use to protect 2 additional people for every level of effort.
Man,
Okay,
this
cool.
is crazy.
So I'm just gonna reach out and I'm gonna tap everybody, and we get that like spark of glow that kind of covers you, sucks in, hardens, and then disappears, and you all will have the 10 armor.
Okay.
Okay. You can do this, Mason. Not that you need me to say that, but
I'll be right back.
Oh my god! Hold on.
Yeah, okay,
hold
fair
on.
enough.
Stop. Just fucking hold on.
I'm not actually going in. I'm just saying.
Okay.
saying a
Good.
line.
Jeez.
I'm gonna hit Mason with rapid processing as well.
Okay.
Not done. I'm not done with you yet. Hold on. I don't do math.
So you again speed task or speed task and defense task at ease, and you can take an extra action for as long as this ability lasts. So 1 minute. So I wouldn't do it now, but I'd do it like right when he's about to go in, because we want to make the most of that 1 minute.
Yeah. I'm not done with you yet. Hold on. If we're fucking letting you go in there, we are not letting you go in there without every single possible way that I can help you right now.
I have like an 11 armor right now, I believe, because of all this stuff now.
It's
Because of
true.
resilience and what you
Yeah.
Good.
the plus 10.
You get the plus 10 plus whatever you already have.
Mhm. So 11, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna give you. Let me make sure there's not a time limit on this one. So, Bina then kind of walks up to you, and she kind of like, how tall is Mason?
Forget. But under 6 foot.
Okay, she's she's little, but not little. So she's gonna put her little hands on your cheeks and 2 hands on your shoulder, and she's gonna say, "Don't die, okay?" And then there's like a zap, kind of like feels like in your brain, and suddenly you get that like sharp, clear. Everything is like in like 7D, like you can see everything. And I'm gonna give you stimulate, and you're gonna get whatever whatever task you use, you're gonna get it dropped by 3. So
That's right. I remember this. It was so good.
It's
a great
specifically the
one.
next one, right?
the next, oh yeah, your next action. So
Still, getting there is going to be.
yeah, so whatever. I mean, it'll give you something
Ooh,
to
okay.
make something easier, and
But
hopefully
to
we can
use
help
that
you get
immediately will be good, right? Because it's going to dissipate on another round, correct?
in. No, it's just your next action.
yeah,
This one
okay,
doesn't have a
yeah.
time limit.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So this one, because like Tan's was like a minute, this one just says your next action. So we can help you get in, so you don't have to like utilize that for anything else and then use it when it matters, hopefully.
Yeah. And so that
Yeah.
you're aware, so that you know what this looks like. Getting in is, I mean, like, technically there's a lot of safeguards in place, but like they're easy enough to override.
I can circumvent them probably.
But like basically what it is almost like essentially like an airlock mechanic.
Yeah.
Basically, where there's like a pair of reinforced doors. You go in one, you cycle it, and like then the door opens, and it's not supposed to function this way while it's all on, but you can
But
make
we will
it
make
do
it
that.
do so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you I'll say if you spend an XP, like you don't have, I'm not gonna make you roll to do any of that. Like, yeah.
Done. I'm spending it.
Yeah. Like you can, Bina just like
Easy.
goes up, just immediately just starts like disconnecting shit.
Yeah,
like,
working on it.
yeah.
We want to get you out as soon as possible. You don't want to stay in there for very long. I know you're fancy or whatever, but like, it's not going to be good because we're going to all want to get out of here as soon as possible, because as soon as that thing goes off and it surges at the same time, which I've got attached to my terminal, so we'll be able to do it from distance. It's going to be really bad, hopefully, but that also means we need to go. So we got to be fast.
I won't dawdle. I promise.
Mason, for the journey. And Peach, just in her hand, just a shot of whiskey, a double shot of whiskey appears. She hands it to you.
I'll be right back.
Oh God, I don't think I have anything else that'll help. Oh, this is stressing me out.
I'm gonna get our
Mason just
escape ready.
tosses the imaginary, not glass.
I love the
That
idea
is
that like
glass.
it goes, shatters on the ground, and then just disappears.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think we all are gonna want to be like right by the door so that he can come out and we can just group hug and vanish.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the
Yeah, just
ideal.
run through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mason also pulls from his flask too.
I wonder if I could just have it open. Let's see.
Yeah. How long will it last?
I read it, and I don't think it has any sort of like
The wording
time
isn't
limit.
super
Yeah,
specific
it's
on that.
really
Yeah.
not. And
Yeah.
like, and there's some really like fun things that opens up, but that's not
Yeah.
relevant here, so
Mhm.
we're not
Yep.
gonna. It's not gonna.
Ooh.
Believe me, I've had a week to think about this. So.
Our whole crew is gonna be so mad at us for doing any of this.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
it had to be done.
We gotta save the resistance, man. I think this is what we gotta do.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Mason's just about to go to the door and looks around and says, "Don't tell April about this."
Come back and you don't tell her yourself.
Oh, I won't.
all right, so Bina, you hear that like the little beep beep of like the safeguards being just totally overridden. You open the door as Mason, you step in, and as it closes behind you, you can hear it sort of like ratcheting into place basically behind you, and the sequence starts the sequence starts going. As it does, Mason, you start to feel like a little, almost like slightly weightless, and then you start feeling the much more oppressive. Like you've ridden the gravity, like the spaceship ride, right? Like it's basically like that kind of thing.
Oh God.
Right? It's basically like that. Like you gradually start feeling like the increase of gravity, like this just colossal weight on you. It's not pulling down though. That's the fun thing about this. It's not pulling down on you. It's pulling you towards the center. And as you as the sequence finishes, Mason, the door of to the airlock, it you can hear the ratcheting sound, and then there's like sort of like the squealing of metal sound from it, as you can hear like the mechanism sort of like unlocking, and there's like a metal screech sound as you can see, and like the door itself like sort of moves, and then you hear that thunk, and the door just rips off, like as it would be something that opens inward. It's not supposed to be activated when this thing is on. The inner door just fully rips off and just gets pulled towards the middle, and you watch as it just gets crushed in the center from all the gravity, the pressure of gravity. A fully reinforced door, Mason, and you go with it. You get pulled fully into the
yes.
room. Right, you make it to the center. And you immediately, like, you can feel that pressure being put on you. I'm assuming that you are activating your, like, adaptation, or...
I absolutely am.
Yeah.
I am. Sorry, I
I
am.
would hope
Yeah.
so.
No, I thought maybe I'd just skip it
I'm
this
just
time.
give it a few minutes, just
why-
see how it is in here, yeah.
I just want to get the feel for the room.
I'm gonna...
Kind of like like when you go
Such
into
a
a
bad
pool, like you
joke.
have to get into the pool and it's
Oh,
just
man,
wait until it gets cool. Like,
Should have
warms up.
given Mason Dramamine before he went in there.
Well, so
That's very fun. It
so-
specifically says, under adaptation, it specifically says, crushing gravity doesn't incapacitate or harm you.
yes.
Yes.
So,
God,
basically,
this is so sick.
so here's how this goes, Mason, is you basically are now, like, free floating in the middle of this room as the gravity has pulled to the center of it. If you were anybody else, you would not be able to maneuver here. However, you do have a particular item that would allow you to do that, albeit
Fly.
at a much reduced sort of speed, but you can.
I'm going to activate the little ring and fly.
Okay. All right. So,
This is so cool.
To the best of my ability.
yeah. So you're there just in the center, Mason, of this room, just sort of free floating. You're holding this detonator and this detonation device in your hand. What would you like to do? Where are you going in here?
How far am I in the center already?
Yeah, you're in the center. It pulled you right to the center.
Is this where am I looking for anything in particular? Is there something that we discussed outside the tank that I'm in? Or did we just say we're just gonna drop it right inside? It doesn't matter.
I think that's kind of the goal.
Singularity
was
on
thinking too.
singularity violence.
So as long as I'm in the center, that's all I was making sure about. I'm just going to let this thing. Oh shit! Did I have the owner's manual? Mason's gonna look to see how to activate
Yeah,
this
the
thing.
nice thing is
safely.
that, like, this device, like many others, has a few different modes that it can be operated in. It can be
Timer?
operated in, yeah, like you can literally like set like a timer on like a timed detonation. The maximum time that you can set it for is about 30 seconds. Like that's what you would have. Like that's the maximum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then we're going for the maximum then.
All right.
Unless you guys think I'm really lucky tonight. I can go
That's
15.
good. No, do 30 seconds.
Hey,
30 is
Mason,
good.
but you can't do it in 10 seconds.
Right.
You slide the display over so that it is reading at like its maximum duration. Mason, you set it and activate it.
Oh.
I will.
What?
I was just
I'm
gonna say I will have created the chamber of dreams, like the door, as soon as he goes, like as soon as he enters.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna struggle my way back.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to need you to give me first and foremost, I'm going to need you to give me a might roll. The difficulty on that is going to be -6.
Okay, this is where I'm going to use the -3 that was given to me to bring it down to a 3. And I'm gonna. Am I feeling lucky? I'll spend a level of effort for.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop you
Yes,
for a second because I
for
just
sure.
realized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Right now, because I said this, but I'm reconsidering. But in the interest of fairness, I'm giving all of you an XP here, okay? Because I'm making a change on the fly. I'm retconning this. So I'm giving all of you an XP right now.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
because I just realized that like
Right.
the difficulty of this should be way higher than that. Like this is the difficulty on this one I think is a 6 after using. So it starts at a difficulty 9. You've dropped it down to a 6 with Bina's ability.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Nope, fleet of foot doesn't work here because I'm not really on foot. I'm just in the air. Do I get an asset from my flying thing?
Yeah. Yes, I think you do.
Okay, that's down to a 5.
Mhm.
Okay. Going to. Okay, now I will apply levels of effort at this point.
Okay.
I'll apply 3 levels of effort, bringing it down to a 2.
Okay.
And I'll roll there.
Okay. You need a 6 or better.
6 or better. Oh, there you are. There's the d20. 19.
It's a minor effect. So
Clutch rolls
and I
today.
actually have something for that minor effect, because I was gonna make you make another
Good.
roll for like a speed roll. And I will have that minor effect affect that roll. So here's how this is gonna go. So Mason, you can literally see out of your peripheral vision the timer on that thing just sort of ticking down. 30 seconds, 29, 28, 27, and you start pushing yourself through the air, and it is slow. It is like painfully slow, as you can feel the pressure of not just the gravity in the room, but of time itself pressing down on you. And as you push yourself using your flight apparatus, you start kind of pushing yourself through this gravity, and slowly you begin to gain momentum through this, slowly, ever so slowly. I will remind you that you are currently half of a small skyscraper's distance from that door, from that entryway, because you got pulled right to the middle. And you begin pushing forward, pushing through this. Now I'm going to need you to make another roll. This is going to be a speed roll. The difficulty of this speed roll is not going to be 9 like the might roll was. The difficulty of the speed roll, thanks to your minor effect, is going to instead be 7. It has dropped down 2.
You have assets to speed defense and speed tasks
Thank you.
because of
All
rapid
right.
processing.
Thank you. Okay.
You're
So it's down
fast.
to a 6.
You're a fast guy.
It's down to a 6, and this is not speed defense, so never mind.
But
Yeah, no.
do you get anything from? Do you have a power shift in dexterity, or does that help at all?
That's what I was just gonna ask
I don't-
next.
Because it helps with movement. Like
have a
movement is
screenshot for-
listed.
Yeah.
I have a screenshot of it, so yeah, it literally is movement is listed, but I don't know if this would count because this is very much specifically movement against gravity.
No,
I
it
don't
counts
know.
because this is about Mason gaining momentum and
Makes sense,
speed
yeah,
to get
okay,
out. So
yeah.
like it is against gravity, but like if you really think about it, all movement is against gravity. So like
Yeah,
Just a little extra. Just
Yeah.
a little extra flavor.
yeah.
like or at the very least against like friction. So it's So yes, that I think your power shifts definitely come into it. So you're down to a 4.
Now I'm down to 4, and does gosh, can I still use my fly to help me here?
Yeah,
Flying?
yes, definitely still an asset here.
Okay, I'll spend. Let's see, how much? I'll spend 2 levels of effort.
Okay, you're down to a
Do that.
difficulty 1.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, you're spending all the way?
No, I'm
Oh,
gonna just
Roll at a
go down
difficulty
to 1
Got
still.
it. 3
Okay.
or better.
14.
Okay, so
That
Mason,
works for
you
me.
begin gaining speed, and as you begin gaining speed, you feel like your ability kicking in, coursing through you as you just push yourself even further. It's nowhere near as fast as you would be moving without all of this gravitational pull. All of you from the outside are watching through this sort of like reinforced glass viewpoint. It's basically what it is like transparent steel is what it is that you're looking through it. And as you look, you watch as Mason going, and there's that like split second of like he's not gonna make it, and then he just starts pushing. You can see as like the gravity like sort of rippling, like pulling at like Mason, like pulling at his jowls, sort of like pushing them back, as he like pushes against it.
his coat whipping behind him almost as if it's in like a gale force windstorm, as Mason just sort of like pushes himself through the gravitational pull of a minor singularity and begins just going forward and just begins gaining ground. Quick, even like faster and faster gaining ground through this place as Mason just sort of reaches the end, and finally, Mason, you are able to like put one hand on like a rail on the inside of the airlock, and you just sort of pulling yourself in, sort of hand over hand, pulling yourself through this. I'm gonna need you to make one last task. This one is also going to be a might task, but the difficulty of this might task is going to be 5.
Oh, can I just spend for it? I'm not mighty.
Yeah, you can just spend. Yeah.
I'm gonna spend to bring it down as far as I can.
All right.
So,
what are you spending here?
I'm gonna spend from my might.
Right. How many? I'm saying how many levels are you spending?
Let's see. Oh, since it's right at the home run, I'm gonna spend 4.
Okay.
I know. Oh, I know. I'm bringing. I don't want to.
All right. 4 levels down, bringing it to a difficulty 1.
I'm rolling
3 or better.
17.
Mason just hand over hand
Your rolls.
pulling at this as you feel the gravity just pulling you back. There's a moment where your hands, sweaty from all the stress, you slide down the rail a little bit, just sort of as you just sort of pull back. You feel with that, you feel your body just adapts to that, and you just instantly stop perspirating, just instantaneously. As you just then once again reach forward, pushing all of your weight against gravity, grabbing a hold of the next spot on the handrail, pulling forward, hand over hand, pulling away from that force that is pulling you right back to the middle, threatening to end this all very quickly. As you glance back, Mason, you just for like a split second, you can see that the timer is ticking down to like 14, 13, 12, as you continue pulling forward. And just as you reach that point, you manage to finally make it to the entrance. What are the rest of you doing?
We're all reaching out for him. Do we have the door open?
Yeah, I would have made.
If the door is open.
No. Her door.
My door.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, I opened it as soon as he went in. There's
Yeah,
no
you
time
did.
limit on
Yeah,
it,
no, you
and
did.
it doesn't have to be at another door. I did that before for like dramatic
Yeah.
effect. So I literally just make it appear like
Yeah.
right where Mason would be.
Can we be inside the door, reaching out for Mason?
So here's the thing.
like one
like
foot
through
in,
the
one foot out?
chamber?
Here's the thing, Peach. You could very easily make that door on the other side of Mason,
I was gonna, yeah.
so that like gravity would just pull you all in if you open that door.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, that's sick. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
All right. So you do that, and then you watch Mason. You look behind you as you're still being pulled.
like-
Like the gravity hasn't affected anything. Like it hasn't affected the gravitational pull at all. But you look back and you can see where there's sort of like where before it was the entrance into sort of like the gravity well. Instead, it's just like that same extra like sort of extra dimensional space that you were pulled in.
Just like a tear in reality.
Yeah.
Just-
You can see that behind you. Bina, you do one more quick like override on the door, and it just like opens. This time
I grab onto. I got all my hands. I'm grabbing onto my 2 friends here, and I'm reaching out to grab Mason on the way down. So we're all together.
The door just gets wrenched open, and Mason, you sort of like have to pull yourself into the wall as the door just goes back behind you, and you see as it goes into the tear and just sort of like goes in, and then just like momentum carries it through, and you can hear it like
No,
playing.
I don't think. I think it would bounce off because it's
Oh,
not.
yeah, you're
I can
right.
only designate allies,
You're
so like
right.
things that
So-
I don't designate don't go
So
in.
instead
so it
of
just,
instead of that, it goes right through it. It just goes right through it, past it. You
Awesome.
can. But the rest of you, you feel yourselves instantly just like be lifted forward and pulled
With my extra hand as we go, like obviously I'm grabbing one. If we reach Mason, grab him. With my free hand, I'm gonna activate the system of the power overload.
Yeah.
As we go through.
So you get pulled through, and as you go, Mason and like extending a hand, you catch Bina as Bina just like quickly just activates the exploit that she had put in place on the power regulator. And you immediately, like vaguely behind you, you hear the sounds of like klaxons beginning to wail in the ship as like the power regulation system basically surges and overloads, sending just sort of a pulse of like fully unregulated energy, like power into these generators. And as you all go, your momentum pulling you through this thing, suddenly, like as soon as you're through, the force of like gravity stops pulling on you, so you're just sort of hurtling through the air on the other side. Just as you're going through, Mason, as you're sort of like tracking the time of the detonation on your terminal, it goes 3, 2, 1, and then just as that happens, the portal closes, and you all find yourselves just sort of like in a heap, basically, landing in in a heap.
Is everybody okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
golden, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Mason. Peach just like gives you a hug.
Oh, I'm all right.
You get a bunch of like.
Boom.
I hit you a bunch of times, but it's like I have an 11 might, so it feels like cotton balls.
Mason, but that's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen you do, and I've seen you fly.
Oh, flying was part of it. Oh, trust me, that's the only way it worked. Oh, not the only way, but we should go.
We gotta go see. We gotta see what
Good
we see what happened. See what we did.
Yeah.
Gotta get eyes on everything again. Oh my gosh.
So which one of these doors takes us to the Awakener?
We're looking for Awakener the doors that look like the doors on Awakener.
It's that one.
This one? Okay.
Yeah, once again, you walk towards this very like generic sort of door, very much in line with the aesthetic of the other doors in this room. And as you approach it, it shifts once again to like look
Peach
like
and fucking doors.
yeah. You step through, and as you pull through, once again arriving in the cockpit of Awakener, this time like Alma is less startled by it, but she turns and she looks, she like has like fully like has her like is like chewing nails, like fully she looks and says, "You're back. Did you?" And
she's like, I'm just Bina's like pointing at
like,
the view screen.
All
to
that
go
happens,
and
like as Alma like mid sentence, she doesn't even get the question out. Jade goes, "Something's happening," and
We all crowd over.
Yeah,
to
we
the
are
turtle.
all immediately.
yeah,
I hope
Like,
something's
very suspicious.
happening.
yeah, you all watch, watching ahead, where you can see sort of like a magnified display of these ships. You watch as the gravity well on the port side of this vessel, like the rear one, just suddenly like it just crumples in on itself, and then you watch as the next one up also crumples in on itself, and then the rest of the ship starts going with it. You
Whole
watch as
ship?
it literally just all starts being pulled. Like, but the thing is, because the singularities were not centered in any one specific spot, the ship is being pulled to those spots. So it is being ripped. Like this, you literally drew did a drawing and quartering of this gravity well ship, as it just sort of and it crumples into itself into 4 distinct locations, and it just. You can't tell from here because it's still even with magnification, it's still too far out. But what is left of that ship is just, it looks almost like some spaceborne giant had taken several bites out of this ship and then left behind just the pieces that were left, because the parts that were swallowed by the singularity have been super condensed into just pieces basically probably no larger than the size of a house, like a small house.
Oh, the whole bridge of Awakener feels like low-grade dread from Bina. I think that was worse than she was anticipating.
Turn makes like Tane like looks just like a slight side-eye to Bina, but then back up to the display.
Yeah, she doesn't. She's just like staring like huge, like eyes like saucers at the screen. She doesn't see you.
You watch as one of the ships that was sort of in the wake of the gravity well generator. You're not sure what happened, but you can guess, as seemingly for no reason, it seems to just its momentum just suddenly halts, and you watch as like a chunk of the ship, like you watch it peels away, as if
Dominoes.
something as literally it looks like it would be as if somebody was running a giant potato peeler down the side of it. You're watching like part of the hull be peeled away, and if you had to guess, probably looks like what would happen if one of those vessels at the speed that it's going collided with a super dense chunk of other ship.
It just released a minor singularity into the edge of our system.
The good news is, without anything, they're too small to actually
No,
get.
they'll burn out
They will
immediately,
absolutely,
but
yeah.
like that's what just happened.
Well, I'd consider that an accomplishment.
Yeah, that should give us enough time to get away. I don't know how it's going to affect the other ships arriving, but
So that's how much? Sorry, how many ships were there total coming? 6, right?
There were 6, and
6.
now there are 4. One of
Now
them
there are
is
4.
badly damaged,
Yeah.
and there's no longer a gravity well generator.
Yes.
So
which
people
is-
can flee, which is the biggest
Yes.
thing.
Mhm.
They're not gonna trap us here with the.
Yeah.
We're gonna be able to get out of.
At this point, you receive a transmission, a very familiar voice to you, Bina. You hear over the comms, derelict to awakener. Was that you? You hear the
Hi,
voice of
Laura.
yeah. She says,
Binoba here.
Binoba.
Yeah. That was. Ooh, that was a lot. But yeah, that was us.
Well, there's just sort of like a beat of silence from the other end. She says, well, Scrapyard, we're here. Couldn't contact
Good
you
to hear your
before because we
voice.
didn't want to tip them off.
Got your message.
I figured you would.
The third one in the row there is pretty nasty. We got that one first, but
Yeah.
y'all should be able to rid that one pretty quick if you're in the area. The other ones are all still at full capacity though.
Not sure we have what it takes to go toe to toe with any number of capital ships, but at the very least, we can offer you derelict. We've been in contact with the base already. We know what's going
Good.
on.
We're working on evacuation. What was the last you heard?
Last we heard, it was going according to plan. Everything's still on schedule. At this point, by the way, in terms of time, there's probably about another like less than an hour.
Mhm.
So unless there's anything y'all want to do immediately, I'm gonna cut ahead.
Yeah, no, I think if we think that's gonna give us enough time to get everybody out, then I think we just try to get everybody out. And I think we wanted to, us and Abriel were gonna be the last ship, or not Abriel, Wire's ships were gonna be the last one.
Yeah.
Last one's here. So we're just, I think,
Yeah. So
unless we think that we're gonna be cutting it way too close, I think we would just set up
I
to
don't think
go.
there's anything else we can do.
Yeah.
Even with the ships you took out, we don't have enough firepower to
Yeah.
take on. So all we can do is hope that everyone gets.
We could
Often
probably
be the
take
last
these 10 minutes to do another recovery roll.
Mhm.
for
I know, that's what I was-
everybody.
I was
we're
gonna do that.
We're gonna jump up a little bit ahead, and if I'm that's not true. You don't have quite that much time. I was gonna say yeah, no, you're good. So we're gonna cut ahead to as you are on the bridge of Wire's ship, which is in orbit, and watching the last of the resistance vessels jump away, and then subsequently watching the last of the Voxora vessels just jump away. Wire is sitting at the controls, at the ship's controls. You and with Becker in the co-pilot's seat. She just sort of looks and says, "Okay, that's it. That's the last of them.
Computer's clear down there.
Took everything, including that damned AI. Although it fought me.
Really?
Can't afford to leave anything behind. Nothing that had any contact with us.
Fine. Okay.
All right, I'm making the jump." And you see as Wire just sort of hits a few hits a jump sequence, and her ship jumps.
The derelict is out of the system too, right?
Yeah, the derelict will probably be making the is probably like making a synchronized jump with Wire's
They're
ship.
gonna jump. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
they're
cool.
making a synchronized jump with
Just
you.
wanted to double check.
Because they didn't there was no time to upload Ada's programming to them.
Yeah. No,
so like
they'll just go with us.
yeah. So as the star lines begin to streak past you, you begin to sort of settle into a tense, I will say an uneasy, sort of calm after this whole thing. Wire just sort of swivels her chair around and looks at you and she says, "I don't get it. I don't know how they found us. There was no chatter, nothing. I was monitoring everything. I would have known. I would have known if they were coming for us, if they'd found us."
No, maybe a mole, someone physically here.
There still would have been some kind of chatter. For mobilization chatter, something, anything.
Have any of our contacts or operatives who know our location, have any of them been unresponsive? Is
No.
it possible they got the location from someone against their will that we haven't met up with lately?
All check-ins happened on schedule. There's something else. While you were all out there, I did another scan just to double checking their channels just to see if there was anything. And I missed something. This is on me.
What?
In the last 12 hours, there was chatter about fleet mobilizations. Mobilizing corporate fleets to Sulon. Sulon's been blockaded. It's once again under corporate control.
Can't keep missing this kind of stuff.
Done anything anyways? We were here.
They have more resources than us. It's only natural. That doesn't mean we can't strike back.
Wire like slams her fist down on the ship's console and then just leans back and doesn't say anything.
We couldn't have done anything anyways.
Becker stands up and says, "I think for now we're safe. We should get what rest we can because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring." I have a relatively safe place we can jump to within the border worlds. It'll let us get our bearings, figure some stuff out. Zaya just says, "You can't be serious. You're not still thinking." He says, "I don't know what else to do." And he says, "Before all this happened, we were working on." He kind of glances over at you, Mason. He says, "We were working on making some kind of contact with the up and coming syndicate in the border worlds that the one we contacted Riot for. And when I last spoke with them, Riot was optimistic about getting us a meeting. I would rather not contact any criminal syndicates without having something to bring to them from a place of desperation, but I don't see that we have a lot of options right now."
Yeah, no, we don't have much options, so guess we have to.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll put in the coordinates.
And Wire, I know you're monitoring the channels, but I should be able to, since we were inside that capital ship, I should be able to listen in there now.
She doesn't look at you. She's just still leaning on and just kind of nods and doesn't respond.
We got all our people out safe. That means something.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep an eye on the situation and see what else I can. She doesn't finish the sentence. She just gets up and walks back to where basically the whatever the security room, what would have been the security room on this vessel, she has converted into basically her information center, and she just you see as she walks over to it and the door just closes behind her.
Bina, is guilt one of the emotions you can ease in people? Kind of eyes the door where Wire went.
She won't want me to.
Zaya just gets up and pats you on the shoulder, Bina, and she says, "Believe me, I've seen you doing some amazing stuff, but even you might have some trouble easing that guilt. I'll go talk to her."
Brave as always.
Somebody's got to be.
this?
And she just sort of nudges you, Peach. Joking and gives you a smile, but it's more half-hearted than you come to expect from Zaya.
Yeah.
Resistance could have died today, and it didn't. I think that's something to hold on to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to my quarters and just see if there's anything I'm missing. I'm gonna look over some files and any papers, any news. Just something to feel more useful. And Taeon stands up and leaves.
Before you leave the room, Peach just says, "If you need any help getting to sleep, let me know."
Thanks.
For real, don't be a hero about it. Done enough of that today.
Yeah. He walks away.
Mason's just spacing out.
Too.
I was trying to see if I could. No, that's too intense right now. I was I want to see if I can do remote viewing right now to see what's going on in the ship, but. Let me see.
I'm gonna cut to just a little ways ahead. Say probably about an hour later. Peach in sort of sitting in your quarters on Wire's ship, which is not particularly furnished. It's sort of more generic than anything, as it hasn't had anybody living on it.
Peach's back is hurting a little bit.
Yeah. You're just sort of sitting there kind of going over this stuff all in your head, and you hear a little beep from your terminal as you the sound of a message coming in. As you look, you see a message that is from an unmarked sender. And as you open it, you read this was just the beginning. This was a message to let you know that anywhere in the universe, this one or any other, I can reach you. Your time is coming. It's not signed.
Can I respond to it?
You can try, but it's given that it's an unmarked sender, it's probably sent through several proxies, so it might.
Okay, so probably not. Okay.
Yeah.
Pete's just like probably just reads it again and then just turns off the terminal right
Yeah.
now.
In spite of the fact that you have no way of knowing this for sure, you have inside you an unshakable certainty. You know exactly who sent that message.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as she read it, yeah, she knew.
Yeah. Even now, at all of this, in spite of the enormous threat of the corporations and all of their resources, an extra-dimensional being, and at the end of it all, the Resistance had its most significant setback at the hands of an alternate version of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's where we're going to call it tonight.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Nice.
God, that explains so much.
Yeah, that makes
God.
as soon as I got a message from an undisclosed number, I was like, okay, so it's right, and then it was like
On the
in any
mole.
reality, and then man, when you're your own mole, it's
Yeah.
awkward.
Oh my God, do we need to leave? We need to leave the Resistance. We can't go with them.
Technically speaking,
I-
you aren't right now, but
I mean,
I-
but like they're
I mean,
going.
but I
to
don't
a-
know if she's seeing. She might be able to see. Just I don't know if she's seeing through me or just seeing anywhere. I don't know. We'll talk about it more later. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
all right, everybody.
Speculate off screen.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We're probably not going to drag this out with end of stream announcements, but thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. Remember, Ramblemancy this Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Republic City Rumble over at Q Times, 6 p.m. Pacific time. We will see you hopefully for either one of those or both, but if not, we'll see you the next time you decide to come roll with us. Good night and good zone, everybody.
Bye.